Alrighty then. Welcome everybody to another episode of Delete Laws. How is everybody today? What is going on out there in America? How is everybody? Everybody, do me a favor and hit the like button. It's right down there. It's got this, it looks like this. It's a thumbs up thing. It's just like that. And then just take your finger and reach down there and just tap, tap, tappy. Everybody likes a little tap, tap, tappy, don't they? Don't they? So what is going on? Got some good stuff today, man. Guy sent me his video yesterday, and and I was oh, what's going on? What is going on, everybody? How is everybody today? Everybody push the like button if you would, please, and then put in the comment section OTVO, overturn Terry versus Ohio. Yeah, so good to see you, Alfred. Nice to see you. Chevy, what's going on, Jeff? How are you? Good to see you. Nice to see you, Connie. How are you, Connie? Good to see everybody. It's been quite a journey, hasn't it? We've been on quite a ride for a couple years now. I don't know who's been with me this whole time, but we've had quite a journey, y'all. I'm just opening up my phone so I can see y'all's comments, so I can see exactly what everybody is saying. If I don't open up this phone, then I can't see everybody's comments, and the YouTubes, they're not particularly gracious with me. So today, just so you guys know, hello, Rachel. How are you, Rachel Putney? Enjoy life summer. So today we're going to answer a couple constitutional questions. Hugh, Roger, how are you guys? So today we're going to take a look at a constitutional question, and you're going to learn something today that you did not know yesterday. This information that I'm going to share with you and give to you right now is going to be something that you're going to take away, and it's going to make you think for the rest of the day. You're going to say, how is this America then? There's going to be some things I'm going to teach you today that is going to drop your jaw a little bit. So I'm super grateful to the gentleman who sent me in his video yesterday and said, hey, will you review my videos? I'm going to give a shout out to his channel. I was watching some intermittent fasting stuff earlier before I got on this live. Sorry for the delay. I had a little technical difficulties. Yeah, and they're not for some reason the YouTube's is not showing me comments on certain areas. It's so strange. It's so strange. So if you guys don't know me, my name is ChilleDeCastro. I'm a constitutional law scholar. I pretty much dedicated my life to studying the history of the Supreme Court. And over the next couple of weeks, we're going to go over lots and lots and lots of cases. But before I do it on the wall, there's a big wall with a bunch of cases on it right here, just on the other side of this computer. Before I do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to teach you guys each case by case scenario so that when you see it on a wall, it's not completely overwhelming. Because right now there's a wall in front of me with hundreds of cases on it. And so today, the constitutional question that we're going to be asking, Bruce, Gloria, what's going on, y'all? How are you? Andrea D, you are not. Nice to see you. Houston, hot doggy dog. So if you guys won the 5A cop card, it's going out this next week. It's going out today. Today, I got these in the mail today. So I finally have the winners cards from last week. And as you guys know, on every single live stream that I do, I give away all of my products for free if you're able to purchase one thing. And if you can't purchase one thing, I'll still give you all of my products for free through email. So go to deletelaws.com with a Z. I will check the back end of the orders and see what you ordered, if you ordered anything at all, or if you just contacted me. If you want to contact me and you ask me for free stuff, if you want a free trifold that you can print out yourself, do not ask me to mail you in the mail a free trifold because you don't have a printer. Okay, don't ask me to do that. But I will email you a copy of my trifold absolutely for free. No purchase is necessary. However, I would appreciate it. I mean, it's only $9, so most people can afford it. However, I spend a lot of the day clicking and giving away tons and tons of free trifolds, free 5A cop cards. Now, if you get a free 5A cop card from me and I email it to you, make sure you go down and you print it out and you get it laminated. The 5A cop card, the one that's on a credit card form, is exactly like the one that you laminate yourself. They're exactly the same. One you get on my website for $10, or I'll give it to you for nothing if you can't afford $10. And the other one is a hard copy, like a hotel key or like a Visa card. So I'm just showing you guys the difference here. So let's get into the constitutional question now. Let's get into the Constitution. So let me ask you guys a question. Let me ask you a question. If I call the police on you, thank you, Dustin, for the super chat. If I called the police on you, or if your neighbor calls the police on you, and you're in your car, let me ask you a question. Can the cops reach through your window and grab you? Can the cops open your door and grab you? Yes or no? Let me know. One for yes, two for no. One for yes, two for no. Can the police, if someone calls and says, Chille is a bad guy, I think he's a chemical dealer, and he probably, and everybody knows I have guns, so he has guns and he's a chemical dealer. And so can the police, if I'm sitting in my car, just reach in and grab me? Yes or no? One for yes, two for no. The police, so when the police get a phone call, they drive up to the scene where I'm sitting in my car. Now, what do they have to look for first? Terry versus Ohio says they have to look for reasonable, articulable suspicion, correct? And that's from the 1968 case of Terry versus Ohio. And what are the three major things that Terry versus Ohio creates? Number one, that officer safety is paramount over your rights, completely and utterly. Number two, detainment. The cops can grab you in the name of officer safety. So they can grab you because of officer safety. Number one is what? Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. For the first thing it does, officer safety. Number two, detainment. Number three, it creates a reasonable, articulable suspicion standard that trumps our Fourth Amendment right to be secure in our person's papers and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures, and no warrant shall issue but upon probable cause. Reasonable, articulable suspicion turns that upside down on its head. And that's why Terry versus Ohio is so damning, but it goes even further than that. Terry versus Ohio is going to extend into a myriad of cases, dozens of cases, where they use one of those three tenets to create another policy at the Supreme Court level that strips us of our rights. So I want everybody to know this. The three things that Terry does. Number one, puts officer safety over your rights. Number two, creates this magical thing called detainment. You're not really seized, you're only detained. And then number three, creates the reasonable, articulable suspicion standard as to the reason why the cops can interact in your life. So with that being said, I want to make sure, oh, you get your trifold, Kirk? Right on, man. And so you guys hurry, go to my website during this live stream. I have my back end open. Let me open my back end so I can see what you guys are, if anybody's order anything. And then what I do is, if you order anything from my website, absolutely anything, while you guys learn these lessons, I'm going to sit in the background and click and send you guys everything I sell for free. My poster, my ebook, the 5A cop card, the trifold, and then all of these periodicals and stuff that you don't know about, that you've never read before. The Mullen Commission, especially. You have to read the Mullen Commission. So forgive me, I'm just battling the end of a cold. I'm on day 6 of an all-water fast. You can do a little green tea. I did do a tiny bit of green tea this morning, decaffeinated, but I have not had a single calorie in 6 days this morning. So feeling a little lethargic, and at the same time, for the first time, I was able to go to the bathroom in 4 days this morning, which was a great feeling, to be honest, to be able to go to the bathroom. And so I'm pretty much, just so you know, if you guys fast for days on end, I'm sharp as a freaking laser beam. Eyes are clear, no alcohol, no chemicals, no nothing, no food, no calories, no protein, no greens, nothing for 6 days. All right, so now let's get into this video. And I want to ask you the constitutional question one more time. I want to ask you the constitutional question one more time. And so keep this in your mind as you're watching this. If the police get a phone call about you and the person on the other end reports whatever they report to the police, can the cops go to your car, open your door, and grab you? Can they reach through your window and grab you just because someone called them? And that's going to be the constitutional question. Let's get into it. Let's take a look at this guy's video. And I want to promote his channel a little bit. So this is Bass Haxer. I can't believe I'm not subscribed because I left several comments. So let's get into this. I want to show you guys. Okay, Charlie, you got to chill right here for a second. 1 second, baby. And this video is going to kind of...
24-25.
Shane. Good morning. How are you? You okay? Oh, okay. Somebody wanted you checked on. They thought maybe you're having some issues.
No,
What's that?
I'm just tired.
Okay. What's your name, sir?
Am I being? I mean, I'm Shane, but I'm just trying to get some sleep.
Okay. Well, somebody called on you because they thought maybe you're maybe had some medical issues or passed out or.
I'm just tired.
Okay. All right. What's you got any weapons on you at all, bud?
I just want to sit here.
Okay. What's you got a big bulge in your pocket there. What's that? Hey, Shane. I know. Just for my safety, don't reach down there. Hey,
I haven't done anything.
Do not reach down there. I see it looks like a knife or something.
That's
Okay.
fine. What are you doing? I have not done anything. You have not.
Just relax. I just want to make sure you don't have any weapons because you started covering this. Okay.
That's fine, but
settle down. If it's just weed, I don't care.
I feel threatened right now.
I feel threatened.
Why are you holding me like this? I've been sitting in my car.
Okay.
This is.
I'm trying to figure out what.
You're violating my rights right now,
sir. Calm down.
I was.
Hold on to your knife.
I was meditated. Now I feel very threatened.
Okay. Well, somebody called. I want to make sure you're not having any weapons. All right. For my safety, I saw a bullet.
Weapons. It's in my car. I want my weapon back so I can put it away.
So I will give it to you.
Go back to sleep.
All right. Are you going to be okay?
I'm fine. I did not need you guys, but I appreciate.
All right. Well, somebody else called because they were concerned about you. And when I see a big bulge in your pocket, you start covering it with your hand.
I have a big dick, man. I don't know.
Maybe you do.
But I'm just saying, I don't know. Okay, I don't know what's in my pockets. I'm sleeping. How
could you not know what's in your pockets? It's your pockets.
Because I've been working all day. Because that's what we do. We slave every day of our lives.
Well, listen, Shane. I want to go home at the end of the night, so I don't know. I don't know what's in your pocket. And when you start covering up with
what he referred to, officer safety. He wants to go home at the end of the night. He can walk up to your car and harass you, but he wants to go home at the end of the night. I'm not sure what.
Yeah,
that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. I want you to have a good day too.
Can I ask you guys something after this intercourse or whatever you want to call this?
We're not having intercourse.
You know what I mean. I'm lack of words.
Do you see what happens when the jackboot thug pigs are standing over you and you're not prepared? He said intercourse. Of course he didn't mean that. He's not stupid. He just got tumbled over his own words because when the jackboot thug pig is standing over the top of you with a gun and another jackboot thug pig is at your passenger side door or the back of your passenger side door, then you get a little disoriented because there's pigs who, and look at the cop car pulled up right in front of him. It's all intimidation. So you're going to stumble over your words. I can't even speak clearly. You're going to stumble over your words. You heard me, right? And I'm sitting in a studio talking into a microphone and looking at a camera. So if I stumble over my words here, if you're not prepared on the street, you're going to mess up.
I got a question.
Sure. What's up?
We're installing these smart meters down in Petoskey this soon by June, right?
I don't know what they're doing, man. What type of meter? Are you talking like parking meters?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was just curious if I could get more information on it.
Oh, if you look on City Hall website, they will. What's your name? Is it Shane?
Yeah.
What's your date of birth, bud?
Sure.
Okay. Anything in the car I need to be concerned?
Okay. So he gave him his date of birth there, and it was muted out.
About?
No.
Okay. Nothing else? You just got weed in the front pocket? I don't really care. It's legal. Nothing going to happen with it.
Do you feel like you're doing the right thing right now?
Yeah, I do.
Why?
I do. Well, somebody called on you, man, so I want to make sure.
On somebody too. Does that mean you get to make? I was sleeping here peacefully at my friend's house. I got nowhere to go, and you come in here and open my fucking door, and you search me, and you. Why does it matter what's on me?
You started covering up your pockets.
Man, it don't matter. It's you. You opened my door. You did not have permission to search or seizure me.
Well, when you have
you violated my rights just now.
Okay, so did he violate his rights? Yes or no? Did he violate this man's rights? So what are the three tenets? And now you're going to learn something today that you didn't know yesterday. So what are the three tenets of Terry versus Ohio? Number one, officer safety over your rights. Number two, they can detain you. Number three, they create this magical thing called reasonable articulable suspicion that is against our Fourth Amendment. And so when you take a look at this and you say, so you heard what he just said.
You started covering up your pockets.
Man, it don't matter. It's you opened my door. You did not have permission to search or seizure.
No permission for search or seizure.
You violated my rights just now. I want everybody around to know that you just violated my rights.
Did he though? Did he? So remember that I talk often about the jurisprudence of Terry versus Ohio being the most destructive policy created by the Supreme Court that you and I are forced to deal with day in and day out. So the 1972 case of Adams versus Williams. Let me open this big so you guys can see exactly what I'm looking at here. So this case, the oral arguments were in 1972. We can listen to them one day, but I want to get into the holding here. And this is decided by the Burger Court, which if you've never Googled Warren Burger, he was one of the worst Supreme Court justices in U.S. history. A total patsy, not a patsy. It's a total pawn, a total, statist. Someone who wants to be liked by everybody so badly, but is just a horrible person. So now let's take a look at the reason why that gentleman's rights were not violated according to the Supreme Court. During the early morning hours of October 30th, 1966, so remember, the Civil Rights Act passed in 1964. And oh, by the way, if you didn't know it, Williams was a black man. Oh, man. Don't say that, Chille. Yes, all the Supreme Court cases that strip our fundamental rights are done against black people mostly. So an individual approached a police officer in a gas station parking lot in Bridgeport, Connecticut, and informed him that another individual in a nearby vehicle was carrying chemicals and had a gun in his waist. The officer approached the vehicle on foot and asked the occupant, Robert Williams, a black man, to open the door. When Williams rolled down his window and instead, so this says here, the officer approached the vehicle on foot and asked the occupant, Robert Williams, to open his door. So Adams asked William to open the door. When Williams rolled down the window instead, the officer reached in the car and removed a gun from Williams' waistband. You see that? He rolled down the window and then he reached through the window and grabbed the gun on Williams' waistband, which is self-protection, Second Amendment. Though the gun was not visible from outside the vehicle, the officer then arrested Williams for unlawful possession of a firearm, which is a complete oxymoron. It's like jumbo shrimp. It just doesn't work. Unlawful possession of a firearm? What are you talking about? We have the right to bear arms in this country. So by the way, this wouldn't even pass muster today because of the case of Bruin versus New York gun and pistol. And that was in 2023 this year. The officer then arrested Williams for unlawful possession of a firearm and proceeded to search his vehicle where he found chemicals. William was convicted in the Connecticut State Court of possession of a handgun and chemicals. After the Supreme Court of Connecticut affirmed the conviction, Williams filed a claim against the prison warden, Frederick Adams, in which he alleged the state of Connecticut continued to detain him unlawfully as a prisoner. Williams argued that the handgun and the chemicals were discovered through an unlawful search and should not have been admitted into evidence at his trial. The district court denied his petition. On appeal, the U.S. Court of Appeals for the Second Circuit sided with Williams and ordered that his conviction be set aside. So at that point, he got out of prison. So now this case is then applied to the Supreme Court under certiorari, and the constitutional question that the Supreme Court has to answer is, does the Fourth Amendment allow a police officer acting only on a tip from an informant to approach a person and remove a weapon concealed in the person's waistband? So, and take a look, the conservative Supreme Court justices always rule against us. Yes. Does the Fourth Amendment allow a police officer acting only on a tip to reach in and remove a weapon concealed in the waistband? And it was in the gentleman's pocket, the knife was. Yes. William Rehnquist wrote the opinion for a 6-3 majority. The court held that the informant's tip permitted the officer to approach Williams' car and make a limited search of Williams' waistband for the officer's own protection. Williams versus Adams, the jurisprudence is based on which case? The 1968 case of Terry versus Ohio. For officer safety, if they get a call about you with no reasonable suspicion when they come up, with no probable cause available, they can reach in and grab your weapons off your waistband if they were told you have a weapon. Why? For officer safety. The cop can walk up to your car and take your weapon for his safety, even though you've done nothing wrong. The court The court further held that the discovery of the weapon gave the officer probable cause to arrest Williams for illegal possession of a firearm. Because the officer subsequently searched the vehicle was permissible, the chemicals he discovered were admissible at Williams' trial. Justice William O. Douglas, one of the best Supreme Court justices in U.S. history, wrote a dissent in which he argued that the officer did not have probable cause to arrest Williams for illegal possession of a firearm because Connecticut's free and easy gun laws allowed individuals to carry concealed weapons so long as they have a permit. Why do you need a permit for your rights? Justice Thurgood Marshall concurred in the dissent. In his separate dissent, Justice William Brennan Jr. expressed concern that the unnamed informant gave no information that the officer could not have readily manufactured after seizing the weapon. I'm sorry, let me read that again. Brennan expressed concern that the unnamed informant gave no information that the officer could not have readily manufactured after seizing the weapon. Therefore, Brennan argued that the police officer should not be permitted to arrest and search individuals based on an informant's tip alone. Justice Marshall also wrote a separate dissent in which he argued that the prosecutors failed to meet the burden of proof that the informant's information was reliable and sufficient to justify the arrest and search of Williams. Justice Douglas joined in that dissent. So now let's go back to the beginning of it. They called in on him. This man's asleep. They wake him up.
Shane?
They wake you.
Good morning. How are you? You okay? Oh, okay. Somebody wanted you checked on. They thought maybe you're having some issues.
No, I'm just
What's that?
just tired.
Okay. What's your name, sir?
Now he asked for my name after already saying, I began to ask if I'm being detained. I'm Shane, I say. Remember, I woke up to this. I've done nothing wrong, and I have every right to be where I am. No victim, no crime.
I'm just trying to get some sleep.
Okay. Well, somebody called on you because they thought maybe you're maybe had some medical issues or passed out.
Not illegal. Again, I told him I was sleeping.
Okay. All right.
Now watch as he tries to escalate the situation, takes a weird, awkward, deep breath.
What's you got any weapons on you at all?
Muting my phone to be respectful. My hands go up and stay up as he asks if I have a weapon.
Bud?
I just want to sit here.
I just want to sit here.
What's you got a big bulge in your pocket there. What's that?
I respond with rolling my window up for privacy as I feel violated, as I've done nothing wrong, nor is rolling the window up illegal.
Hey, Shane. I know. Just for my safety, don't reach down there.
For his safety. Remember what he's doing. This is in the name of officer safety now. They're walking up to him and assaulting him, and they're saying it's for their safety. And then what Shane writes here is he grabs my arm, and while my hand's up implies I'm reaching for something, he's now assaulted me, which is true, and continues to violate my Fourth Amendment. Yes, the original Fourth Amendment, the interpretation, the bastardized interpretation of the Fourth Amendment of Terry versus Ohio, extended into Williams versus Adams, makes it so the Supreme Court created a policy to go around your Fourth Amendment.
Like, hey, I haven't done anything.
Do not reach down there. I see it looks like a knife or something. Okay,
fine. What are you doing? I
so
have not.
If it's a knife, it's not a gun. Look at how small he's pinching his fingers. And this is where we get right back to everything that I teach you guys. Everything that I teach you. Your door should be locked when you're going to sleep or you're relaxing. And then when the cop walks up to you, you pull your trifold down off your visor and you invoke the Fifth Amendment right immediately. The door's locked so he can't open it. Then he can't reach into your window or open your door. We have to understand that police are our enemy. I'm sorry, I wish it wasn't true, but they're our enemy. And then if your car gets stolen or someone assaults you or someone breaks into your house, then you have to call the enemy to help you. And there's a thing called rule of law in our country. Rule of law is established by our Constitution. So our Constitution is the base of the rule of law. They've created a system, and it's going to be called the Necessary and Proper Clause, which gives them the right to create a policing agency to uphold our rights, not for law enforcement, but they call themselves law enforcement today. So this is what I'm trying to teach you right now. You have got to have the trifold in your car so that when the cop walks up to you, you can immediately invoke your Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. And then when your door is locked and your windows are up and there is no probable cause, there is no reasonable articulable suspicion, then you can tell that jackboot thug pig to go pound sand. But if they can reach in your car and grab you, they most certainly will. They most certainly will. So now, do we understand the jurisprudence of Terry versus Ohio goes into Williams versus Adams? Now let's watch a couple more minutes of this and I'll give you some commentary in the background.
Done anything you have not.
Just relax. I just want to make sure you don't have any weapons because you started covering this. Okay,
that's fine, but
settle down. If it's just weed, I don't care.
I feel threatened right now.
I feel threatened.
Why are you holding me like this? I've been sitting in my car.
Okay.
This is.
I'm trying to figure out
what. You're violating my rights right now,
sir. Calm down.
We established that the Supreme Court created a caveat that they can open your door and grab you or reach through your window and grab you using Terry versus Ohio only if someone calls on you. All they have to do is call 911 and say, I think there's someone over there that they have chemicals and they probably have a weapon. And then the police can accost you. That's insane.
Hold on to your knife here.
I was meditated. Now I feel very threatened.
Okay. Well, somebody called. I want to make sure you're not having any weapons. All right. For my safety, I saw a bullet.
It's in my car.
For my safety.
I want my weapon back so I can put it away.
So I will give it to you.
Go back to sleep.
All right. Are you going to be okay?
I'm fine. I did not need you guys, but I appreciate it.
All right. Well, somebody else called because they were concerned about you. And when I say,
don't tell cops that you appreciate them as they're violating your rights and violating the Constitution. I don't appreciate them. I don't respect them. I don't like them. We need to defund and abolish law enforcers and bring in rights protectors who uphold our rights.
See a big bulge in your pocket, you start covering it with your hand.
I have a big dick, man. I don't know.
Maybe you do.
But I'm just saying, I don't know, okay? I don't know what's in my pockets. I'm sleeping. How
could you not know what's in your pockets? It's your pockets.
Because I've been working all day. Because that's what we do. We slave every day of our lives.
Okay? Well, listen, Shane, I want to go home at the end of the night. So I don't know. I don't know what's in your pocket. And when you start covering up with your hand, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. I want you to have a good day too.
Can I ask you guys something after this intercourse, or whatever you want to call this?
We're not having intercourse.
You know what I mean. I'm lack of words here. I got a question.
Sure, what's up?
We're installing these smart meters down in Petoskey.
He's at a lack of words here. Of course he is. He has a jackboot thug pig standing in front of him. That's why you have the 5A cop card. This is what you follow using your camera. You follow every single step of 1 through 6 on your 5A cop card. The cop's at his window, so he has sighted him. He has seen him. You pull your camera out and you say, I invoke my First Amendment right. The First Amendment, upheld by the 2017 case of Turner versus Driver, upholds your First A. It's your right to film police. So that's right off the bat. You're showing him. You can even put this card in his hand if you know the card backwards and forward, as you should. Cop approaches and alleges infraction or questions you. That's just what happened to Shane. While filming, you give the cop all required legal documents if he's pulled you over. In this case, he has not. And then you state, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. Fifth Amendment is unequivocal and cop loses qualified immunity for questioning you. If the cop asks you to exit the vehicle, lock the doors, show the card, or state, I do not consent to search or seizures. The 1977 case of Pennsylvania versus Mim, cop must believe you're armed and presently dangerous. So this 5A cop card is so that you don't trip over your words and say intercourse. And I'm not bashing Shane. Each and every one of us is susceptible to our words being stumbled. Even now, as I sit here and talk with hundreds of you at one time, there's over 400 people here right now. So of course I could, I'm no human being. I'm flawed. I'm not perfect. I'm not God. So when the cop comes up to you, this is the reason why I created the literature on a pamphlet that goes in your trifold or on a 5A cop card that goes in your wallet. And then there's 4 through 6 on the back. Cop asked to search. While filming, you can give consent and revoke consent by stating, I revoke consent. And that's based on your Fourth Amendment in the 1991 case of Florida versus Gemino. You have the right to revoke consent. That's the Supreme Court case. Williams versus United States 2018 is the Third Circuit. Number 5, cop says he smells chemicals. This case law only applies to states that sell medicinal or recreational chemicals. Filming, show the card, or state smell is not probable cause. The 2021 case of Commonwealth versus Barr that says smell is not probable cause. Number 6, cop says he's calling in a canine. While filming, you show the card or state extending the stop violates my rights. 2015, Rodriguez versus United States, cop cannot extend the stop to call in a canine without reasonable articulable suspicion. This is gold. This is gold. I mean, this bad chicken right here took months for me to put together, and this is absolute gold. And because I know that all of us have to deal with these jackboot thug pigs, I created a driver and a non-driver card. I can't find the non-driver card. It's here somewhere. I'll find it in 1 second. So listen, get this and put this in your wallet. Put it in your wallet. If you can't afford it, one will be provided for you. I don't know what else I can do besides that. I will give you one. If you will go down, print it out, laminate it, and put it in your wallet. It's the exact same size as your ID. Here's the non-driver card. It's the exact same thing as the driver card. But this one you got for free or you bought from me for $10, you laminated it and you put it in your wallet. This is the absolute best Christmas present you can get for anybody who hates cops as much as I do, who has no respect for these jackboot thug pigs as much as I do. I do not respect law enforcers. That's not your role. That's the opposite of what the social contract stated, written by Jean-Jacques Rousseau, that our country is based on the social contract that is written by Jean-Jacques Rousseau. If you've never read the social contract, it's about this big of a book. It's about that big. It literally takes you 2 or 3 days if you just kind of read it a couple hours a day. This is how big the social contract is by Jean-Jacques Rousseau. Why don't you read it? That's what our country is supposed to be based on, is that book that Jean-Jacques Rousseau wrote. Jean-Jacques Rousseau. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Let's go back to it.
This soon by June, right?
I don't know what they're doing, man. What type of meter? Are you talking like parking meters?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was just curious if I could get more information on it.
Oh, if you look on City Hall website, they will. What's your name? Is it Shane?
Got you, Daniel.
What's your date of
Thanks,
birth,
man.
bud? Okay.
Thanks, Daniel. Appreciate you.
Anything in the car I need to be concerned about?
No.
Okay. Nothing else? You just got weed in the front pocket? I don't really care. It's legal.
He's trying to get him to
happen with
something.
Do you feel like you're doing the right thing right now?
He does.
Yeah, I do.
Why?
I do. Well, somebody called on you, man, so I want to make sure.
Call on somebody too. Does that
Did you already said, do you feel like you're doing the right thing? And listen to his answer.
Why?
I do. Well, somebody called on you, man.
Somebody called on you, so it's my job to harass you, molest you, attack you, assault you, take away your weapons, harass you, ask you where the weed is, continue to press you to try to find a reason to arrest you. Somebody called. So I feel totally justified in what I'm doing.
So I want to make sure.
Call on somebody too. Does that mean you get the makes?
Yes, Shane. Yes, that's what that means.
Well, somebody called
on you,
man. So I want to make sure.
Call on somebody too. Does that mean you get the makes?
Yes. That's all it takes is one phone call, and you get to ruin somebody else's life. You get to ruin somebody else's day. That's right. That's right. That's exactly correct.
Sleeping here peacefully at my friend's house. I got nowhere to go, and you come in here and open my fucking door, and you search me, and does it matter what's on me?
You started covering up your pockets.
Man, it don't matter. It's you opened my door. You did not have permission to search or seizure me.
Well, when
you violated my rights just now.
When you had a big,
I want everybody around to know that you just violated my rights.
When you have a big bulge in your pocket.
Now you're man.
Oh, when you have
I get concerned. Okay,
be concerned somewhere else, man.
Did you hear the justification? How many of you guys have anything in your pockets all day? I have 2 cell phones that I carry. What if I put both in my front pocket? Then my 2 cell phones gives the cops the right to grab me because there's a bulge in the name of officer safety. They just get to grab me for officer safety. What are the 3 tenets of Terry? Officer safety is over your rights, detainment, and this magical, reasonable, articulable suspicion bullshit.
Shit.
You don't live here, sleeping in the street?
No, man, it's none of your business. You go do something. You know it isn't. No, it isn't. Yeah, because, if someone's homeless, they come back from Vietnam, they're a problem, right? Because they're broke. They got no.
Work with me.
Can
we give you some resources?
Yeah,
maybe you can go to?
Let me shut my door. Let me get my stuff back.
I'll give you your knife.
I'll give you your knife. You go back in your cars and you go help somebody that needs it.
Do you need any resources as far as housing or anything?
Eat my shorts.
I don't need your help. I didn't call you. You
did. Somebody called.
Right. You go talk with somebody then. Not me.
I'm
good.
We're talking to you.
Do you want me to go inside? Is it illegal for me to be in my fucking car and sleep with my fucking head out the window?
Shane.
How serious do you? I'm not violent. I'm not violent.
Well,
I'm gonna hurt you. I'm angry. You should see why I'm upset.
Shane.
For no reason. You woke me up. I got 3 hours of sleep.
I know, but I saw the clip of this knife there. It looks like initially you were under the influence of something, so I'm going to take your knife away from you.
You're going to take my knife away from me because you think I'm under the influence of something? Eat my shorts, you jackboot thug pig. You are such a pig, dude. So Daniel, Brian, Derek, and Dana, check your email. I just emailed you everything that I sell for free. Everything. Check your email. You are going to love it. I sent you this card you can print out. I think that Brian may have ordered one of these, but Brian, I also sent you in your email this trifold. You can print it out if you want to. I also sent you my poster. I also sent you my ebook. You four, Daniel, Brian, Derek, and Dana, let me know if you got everything for free in your email. The stuff I send is dope. Dope. You have no idea. Thank you guys for purchasing something from me. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. Thank you. It means so much to me. All right, let's keep going. Let's keep going down the line.
You're not going to hurt me,
well,
okay?
Take your gun away.
Something.
I got angry. You should see why I'm upset.
Shane.
For no reason. You woke me up. I got 3 hours of sleep.
I know, but I saw the clip of this knife there. It looks like initially you were under the influence of something, so I'm going to take your knife away from you. Make sure you're not going to hurt me, okay?
Well, take your gun away and all your stuff too, man, and your badge while you're at it.
Just calm down.
Shane is so spot on, isn't he? Why do you get to walk up and say I do have a gun or a knife on me? I'm not shooting anybody. I'm sitting in my car. Obviously, anybody can walk up and open my door and attack me. That's why I have a knife or a gun on me, to protect myself. You just proved the reason why I need to have that knife or gun on me.
It's the Constitution, right?
Shane, take your knife away from you. Make sure you're not going to hurt me.
Make sure you're not going to hurt me. Why is he allowed to disarm you even though there's no reasonable articulable suspicion or no probable cause? The probable cause standard is the big one. Reasonable articulable suspicion is made up garbage in the name of racism. However, we still use it. Everybody still says reasonable articulable suspicion. Every time you hear someone say reasonable articulable suspicion, let them know RAS is a construct of institutional racism at the Supreme Court. Fact.
Okay, take your gun away and all your stuff too, man, and your badge while you're at it.
Just calm down.
It's the Constitution, right?
Shane,
what do you represent?
Shane, just calm down.
Yeah, calm down.
All right. If you don't need any help,
I don't, man.
We'll leave you alone. Okay. Sorry we woke you up.
Yeah. Okay, then go now.
We kind of have an obligation to come check on you.
You do not.
I can tell.
You do not. You have no obligation to come and check on me. I'm sitting on the side of a road in a car. Leave me alone, dude. We live in such a total police state. It's unbelievable.
I'm that.
All right.
Doesn't matter.
Okay, if you don't know anybody here, you can't be sitting out here in front of the house.
Hey, well, I do know.
Okay, so now listen to this cop lie. I want you to hear what he says. You can barely hear it, but listen.
Doesn't matter.
Okay, if you don't know anybody here, you can't be sitting out here.
Okay, so if you don't know anybody here, you can't be sitting on this road. That's a lie. Yes, you can.
Well, I do know.
Find a better place.
So you need to find a better place. You're wrong and you're lying, you pig.
Find something better to do with your time instead of,
I agree. Find something better to do with your time. We're paying you to uphold rights.
Are just wanting something to do right now.
Yes.
Yeah, really. You're so important that you got to pick on some kid in a car that's broke and got nowhere to go. Picking on me because you got two cameras on here thinking you're like big tough guys, thinking you're gonna go somewhere in life when you're picking on me, when checking on me. What is this, Gestapo?
Yes, yes, it is, Shane.
And I saw the clip poking out, and then I saw another bulge. So I wanted to make sure that you were.
I saw the clip and I saw a bulge. It was tiny. Do you remember when he grabbed that little pocket knife out of when he was grabbing it? It was this big. He was grabbing it like this, as though it was just Like, what are we talking about here? He had his fingers on the knife in his pocket like it was this. What the hell?
Are you guys thinking you're gonna go somewhere in life when you're picking on me, when checking on me? What is this, Gestapo?
Shane, I saw the clip poking out, and then I saw another bulge, so I wanted to make sure that you were armed.
Are you guys acting like, man, this is crazy?
Well, Shane, right. like
There's
I said,
freedom no more. You guys are representing.
You got freedom,
right?
No, there is no freedom anymore. You can't even. The other lying jackboot thug pig said he couldn't sleep there. If he doesn't know someone there, he has to leave, and that's a lie. You can park anywhere you want on a public road, anytime you want, fall back in your seat, and go to sleep. That's what freedom means, the right to travel.
You're not under arrest.
Well, no, it feels like it. I feel detained. I feel threatened.
How do you feel detained?
You have my knife.
Do you want to leave?
You took my weapons.
I'll give you your knife. I already told you we'll give you your knife back.
I would like.
I will, but I want you to. Okay. Are you going to hang out here? Okay. I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you.
So, okay. I want to show you something real quick here. There's a pig in between the door and the hood. You see the pig right there. Obviously, the pig who has the body cam going, you're not going to see him on camera, but you see the other pig partner right there. Okay. So this took 6 minutes later. Shane, can you send me the whole video? Shane, can you please send me the whole video? I want to see everything. I don't want any cuts except for your date of birth. I want to see everything else.
Sure. All right. Okay. I'll set it right here. All right.
Look how small this pocket knife is. It's like a 2-inch or 3-inch blade. Look at this. And the cop is so scared with a man standing over Shane with exact pole position to blow his brains out if he starts stabbing. But look how officer safety and the mantra that these jackboot thug pigs learn at their academy has actually gone. Look how far it's gone. It's a 2-inch or 3-inch pocket knife. And instead of putting the pocket knife back in his hand, watch.
I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you. Yeah, sure. All right. I'll set it.
Look how big that knife is. It's so small. He fits it between his middle finger and his index finger. Look at how small that knife is. And look at that. That's like an X-Acto knife. That's unbelievable. And this jackboot thug pig is so scared, he has to stick it in the back seat. We have a real problem with the 1968 case of Terry versus Ohio, putting officer safety over every single right we have and over common sense. Take a look again. Let me just show you, folks.
I will, but I want you to. Okay. Are you going to hang out here?
I want to shut my door and go back to sleep. No more problems.
Okay, I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you.
And then 6 minutes later.
All right. I'll set it right here. All right.
Oh my God.
What a coward. Sitting right there on your face.
What a coward. Other officer continues to escalate by threatening me instead of de-escalating and making me feel safe. Yeah, he's telling him he has to leave, and he doesn't. That's a lie. That's an absolute lie.
Summer, this is what it's going to be.
All right.
Listen carefully.
You see? Sitting right there on your face.
Long summer, this is what it's going to be.
This is the way it's going to be, he said. If we see you somewhere else, this is how it's going to be. Is that what he says? Can someone get the words and transcribe them for me? Because this headset sucks.
You see? Sitting right there on your face.
Long summer, this is what it's going to be.
Something similar, this is how it's going to be. Can anybody transcribe that for me and stick it in there? Yeah, I take Cash App too. I saw someone ask me if I take Cash App. I do. One of the moderators can give you my Cash App, and then make sure you email me your address. Let me see if anybody else, I sent off anything else for free for anybody else. The last one I have in here, I've got Shanta. Shanta, I'm going to email you right now. And Ashton, I'm sending you everything I sell for free right this second. Shanta and Ashton, give me just 1 second. So Ashton, I'm going to send you this poster as well. Now, a lot of people don't understand how many years it took me to make this poster. These are all the Supreme Court cases in the small white writing up here on the top. You can barely see the cases just with this setup right here. But these are all the Supreme Court cases that, not all of them, but a portion of them that create a tyrannical, institutional, racist government. And listen, I'm a conservative. My gun's right here. Build the wall. Like, I'm pretty conservative. The laws created in our country were created for blacks. And all these Supreme Court cases, the majority of these cases up here were created for black people. And then along this black bar right here is every single U.S. president, going from George Washington all the way down to Joe Biden, and which party they were, which years they were in office, the whole thing. So you're going to learn a lot. And then this is the lynching graph right down here. And then this is the prison chart right down here. You can't see it, but the prison chart goes all the way along the bottom. So Shanta, Ashton, I'm going to email this to you right now. And then along the top, we're talking right now about the Warren Burger Court. So the Warren Burger Court is going to be right about there. There's the Burger Court right there. And that Burger Court is going to be from 1969 until 1986, the Warren Burger Court. So if you leave this as a PDF, then you can look at this on your laptop, scroll in and look at everything on here, including the civil rights activists who fought and died for our rights all through the 60s here. And if you can name all these people, I can give you a biography on each and every person that's listed on my poster. Maybe one day I'll do that. So this is coming in the email for you, Shanta and Ashton. Now listen, what I recommend that you do, print this bad chicken out. It costs like 20 or 30 bucks at like FedEx, Kinko's, or Office. Put this on your wall in your dining room, kitchen, or living room, and then family room. People will stand around. I get emails all the time. Chille, I listen to you. I print out the poster. I put it in my family room. People go in there, and there's all these things to do in my family room. And I walk in, and there's two people standing at the poster staring at it going, what is this, bro? What is this? And then they start the discussion. Can you see right here? Terry versus Ohio passes in 1968. And then what happens to the prison industry? 1968 right here, the prison industry does what? Skyrockets. It goes up like a freaking meteor. When I think about, I gotta keep my blood pressure down. So a little update for y'all, a little update for Team DLZ, people who are with me all the time. There's so many people who are with me week in and week out. And so just so you guys, I want to show you guys this. I'm not going to cry, but I could. That's my blood pressure today. I'm getting it done. I'm so happy. It was a 195 over 100 earlier this week, just 6 days ago. So I am getting it done. I am actually taking it on. So go to my website right now and order one thing. If you order anything at all, I will send you absolutely everything I sell for free, including this badass poster. So please order just one thing if you can. I fulfill 200, 300 free orders every day. So if you can just get one thing, I really appreciate it, but it's not necessary. I'll still email you everything. I promise you.
You walked up on me, buddy. So, I mean, we can...
I'll set it right here.
There's the little tiny puny, like that's almost like a 6-year-old boy's weapon.
All right. You see? It's sitting right there on there.
If
we see you somewhere similar, this is how it's going to be. That's what he said. I finally heard the words.
You see? It's sitting right there on there.
So they're going to target him now. They now know he has a white Jeep, that he's sleeping in his Jeep. He's working constantly. He's installing meters to make a living. And that jackboot thug pig, so they're going to harass him.
You walked up on me, buddy. So, I mean, we can...
Well, he
said, this is how it's going to be. So then he said, you walked up on me. I was just sitting here. But this is how the cops are telling him they're going to harass him. Shane, if those pigs harass you further, you give me a call, bud.
We have about the money. Shane, we have an obligation to come check on you, making sure you're...
No, you don't. We want to be left alone unless there's probable cause.
Breathing, okay?
So why do we care about money?
Well, then what do you care about? What are you here for?
We care about you giving us the same respect we give you.
What? I can't hear him.
Shane, we have an obligation to come check on you, making sure you're breathing, okay?
So why do we care about money?
Well, then what do you care about? What are you here for?
We care about you giving us the same respect we give you.
What? We care about you giving us the same respect we give you? You jack... Okay, I'm not going to get... Okay. I'm still going to add commentary here. I'm just going to keep myself in check. Okay. I'm going to keep myself nice and calm. Team DLZ.
Well, then what do you care about? What are you here for?
We care about you giving us the same respect we give you. And you're not giving...
You woke me up.
And you're not giving us any respect. Okay. Put it in the comment section. It's rolling through there right now. JBTP, Jackboot Thug Pig. Put it in the comment section. Hashtag JBTP. These guys are absolute Jackboot Thug Pigs. We care. What did he say? We care about. Why are you here? Listen to the question and listen to the answer. What we care about is that you give us respect. The same respect that we give you. Oh, is that what you want? If you want the same respect we give you, then I'm going to get out of this car. You're going to take off that gun belt and drop that badge. And now I'm going to show you how much respect you give to me. And I'll bet you can't stop me because I'm an alpha male. I can take you and throw you on the ground in 2 seconds flat. You're not an alpha male. You're not a badass. You're a beta male order follower. So if you want the same respect that you give to me, you're going to first have to drop that badge and gun. And then we're going to enter into a real man's conversation. I'm going to grab you and start patting you down. I'm going to tell you that you have to be disarmed. I'm going to check your pockets and take your itty bitty weeny pocket knife off of you. And then I'm going to detain you in the name of officer safety. In the name of my safety, because I'm not a pig. This kind of stuff, when I hear the cops demanding respect from us, when all they do is harass us and they're road pirates and they steal our money, their goal is to pull us over, impound our car, take us to a dungeon and steal our money. And then they say, we want the same respect that we give to you. Oh, you want the same respect we give to you? Well, in that case, let me step out of the car. I got to learn to laugh this stuff off because I take this stuff really seriously. I mean, I wish I could take a blood pressure reading right now, but I take this stuff really personal because just so you know, until I became a constitutional law scholar and I studied the laws so inside and out, I didn't know anything. I was ignorant to my rights, you know, and a lot of the people, when I first came on the scene, everybody, just so you know, across the internet, across all of YouTube, everybody made fun of me. Oh, get Chille's trifold. Chille's got his trifold. Everybody take a look. Chille's got his trifold. Look at Chille's trifold. Take a look at Chille's trifold. And now people want to copy my ideas. Because the most powerful right you have right now in the United States of America used to be the Fourth Amendment. And now it's the Fifth. But the only way that the Fifth Amendment is powerful is, number one, if you say, Fifth Amendment, I invoke my right to be silent. You read the entire top portion when that jackboot thug pig comes up. And that's backed up by what? My camera. My camera. All right, I'm going to send off a bunch of free stuff right now. If you guys contacted me, I'm going to go through the free list right now. If you guys can purchase one thing, I appreciate it. But I'm going to go through the free list right now, and I'm going to fill a bunch of orders for people who requested free stuff from me, because you have to have this. You have to have this. I mean, I'll give it to you for free. I don't know how you afford your phone bill, but you have to have your phone too. These two things have to go hand in hand. This is how I do it. This is my ninja warrior trick. This is my ninja warrior trick that I'm passing off to you and willing to give you for nothing. So you got to listen. You got to listen. You got to learn. If you're not willing to learn, you're dead.
You open my door forcefully.
Love you too, buddy.
Invaded my space.
We have it
about the money.
sitting right there on there.
So back to where he gives away his little weenie pocket knife. And now listen to this other pig threatening him.
This is where it's going to be.
You walked up on me, buddy. So, I mean, we can...
Well, Shane, we have it. Shane, we have an obligation to come check on you, making sure you're breathing, okay?
Liar.
Well, then what do you care about? What are you here for?
We care about you giving us the same respect we give you.
He cares about getting respect.
You woke me up. You opened my door forcefully. You invaded my space.
You tried to make sure
I'm okay.
This isn't going anywhere.
Shane.
You know I'm right.
Goodbye, Shane. All right. If you need us, call us. All right.
What?
Smile, dude. I don't get you.
All right. Goodbye, Shane.
He never needed you. Pig. Pig. Frickin' pig. Shanta, 1 second. Send that to you now. Thanks. Appreciate you. This is the other pig's body camera. And watch what he's doing. I found this super interesting, how he's stalking Shane. Stalking him and saying, we want respect. Then he grabbed him. See him grab his wrist like that? Wow. Just a total invasion. Ashton, check your email, bro. Everything's coming in email right now for free. Thanks for ordering something, buddy. I appreciate you. We don't stop. We don't stop.
In my car, this is my area. You are violating my rights right now.
calm down.
I was in peace. I was sleeping. I was meditating. Now I feel very
okay. Well, somebody called. I want to make sure you don't have any weapons. All right.
Just got it, Chris. Just got it, man. Let me send this to you right now, Chris. Thanks, dude. I'm sending it to you right now. Celeste, I got you.
All right. Are you gonna be okay?
I'm fine. I did not.
Right on, Celeste.
All right. Well, somebody else called because they were concerned about you. And when I see a big voltage,
All you have to do is call. It only requires a phone call. You get to ruin someone's life.
But I'm just saying, I don't know, okay? I don't know what's in my pockets. I'm sleeping. I got concerned.
Right on, Mr. Hinton. Thank you so much for coming, brother.
That's what we do. We slave every day of our lives, okay?
Check your email. I'm sending off free stuff. Check your email.
Look, man,
when you start covering up,
I want you guys to have a good day. I don't want problems.
Mr. Brewer,
Do you have your ID?
You guys something after this.
this is great because you get to hear the audio better on this one
You know,
of him demanding respect.
I got a question.
Sure, what's up?
We're installing a smart meter.
Geraldine, you're welcome, Geraldine. Thank you so much.
I don't know what.
Oh, Geraldine, you got the 5A cop card. Right on.
Are you talking like parking meters?
I'm going to email you the trifold, Geraldine, so you have it in your inbox. Send that PDF to all your friends and family. Send the PDF to all your friends and family.
Anything in the car I need to be concerned about?
No.
Okay. Nothing else. You just got weed in the front pocket. I don't really care. It's legal.
Yes, you do care. You're trying to get me with a crime, bro. Don't lie, jackboot thug pig.
Yeah, I do.
Why?
I do. Well, somebody called on you, man.
So
I
I could
sure.
Who cares?
Does that mean you get to make? I was sleeping here peacefully at my friend's house. I got nowhere to go, and you come in here and open my fucking door, and you search
Exactly.
me. Why does it matter what's on me?
You started covering up your pockets.
Man, it don't matter. It's you opened my door. You did not have permission to search or seizure me, man. You violated my rights just now.
When you had a big.
I want everybody around to know that you just violated my rights.
But he didn't.
No, both of you.
Not according to Supreme Court policy.
I get concerned.
You be concerned somewhere else, man. I ain't doing shit.
You don't live here and you're sleeping in the street?
Milton,
No,
check your email.
Man, it's none of your business.
You can't sleep. You can't sleep in the street.
No, it isn't.
You can't sleep in the street.
Yes.
He wasn't asleep in the street, you jackboot thug pig. He was pulled over on the side of the road, sleeping on a public street. And yes, he can. That's a bald-faced lie, you pig.
You know, if someone's homeless, they come back from Vietnam. They're a problem, right?
I got you, Milton.
We're not yelling. Why are you?
Yeah,
Can we give you some resources?
yeah,
Maybe
let
you
me
can go
shut
to-
my door. Let me get my stuff back
I'll
that you're
give you your-
stealing from me,
I'll give
and
you
you
your
go back in your cars and you go help somebody that needs it.
You need any resources?
You know, I.
Oh, man, I'm sorry to hear that,
don't
brother.
need- I don't need your help.
Who lives here?
I didn't call
Who lives
you.
here?
I didn't call.
John's going through bankruptcy. I mean, dude, I'm sorry to hear that, brother. Well, I got you anyway, John. Check your email. I just sent you everything I sell for free, John.
Call you. They
No,
did.
you did. Somebody.
Right. You go talk with somebody then. Not me.
Well,
I'm good.
We're talking to you.
Do you want me to go inside? Is it illegal for me to be in my fucking car and sleep with my fucking head out the window?
Hey, Clay, it takes up to 21 days to get my products. You ordered on the 5th, so give me until at least the 26th. I feel a lot of people, you know, so just give me 21 days, Clay, and I'll get back to you. I'm emailing you everything I sell for free right now, Clay, but thanks for your order. I appreciate it, man.
How serious, man? I'm not violent. I'm not violent. I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm just.
Why are you getting
angry.
so
You should
upset?
see why I'm upset.
Why?
There's no reason for it.
For no reason.
No.
Woke me up. I got 3 hours of
I
sleep
know, but
last
saw
night.
the
I
clip
worked
of this
all
knife
fucking
there.
day
It looks like
yesterday.
initially
Today,
you're under
man,
the
I'm
influence of
tired,
something,
man.
So I'm going to take your knife away from you. Make sure you're not going to hurt me.
Well, I better take your gun away and all your stuff too, man, and your badge while you're at it. You win out. It's the Constitution, right?
I got you, William. Don't worry
What
about
do
it,
you
man.
represent? 'Cause
Just
so-
calm down.
yeah, calm down.
All right. If you don't need any help,
I don't. I was.
we'll leave you alone. Sorry we woke you up,
Yeah.
but we kind of have an obligation.
Ted, check your email, bro. You bet I got you.
You can ask my mom that.
Who lives here that you know?
Doesn't matter.
Okay, if you don't know anybody here, you can't be sitting out here in front of the house.
Okay.
So you're gonna find a better place to sit and
You
sleep.
find something better.
Okay, so let me jump in right here real quick, okay, because I don't want you guys to listen to this pig. I'm sending off free stuff right now. So if you ordered anything, I'm sending you stuff in email right this second. But I want to jump in here. That's not true. What he just said is a lie. I'm gonna play it back one more time so you can hear it, and I want to help you guys out.
Who lives here that you know?
Who lives here that you know? I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent.
Doesn't matter.
Okay, if you don't know anybody here, you can't be sitting out here in front of the house.
I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. if you really want it, you say, can you give me the code, statute, or ordinance that would make it illegal for me to sleep in my car on a public road? He's lying. He's lying. And this is in 2019, or I would be calling these pigs. Shane, if you want to reach out to me and tell me this pig's name, I'll call him.
So you're gonna find a better place to sit and sleep.
No, he doesn't have to find a better place to sit and sleep. No, he does not. That's an absolute lie.
Find something better to do with the time instead of, you guys are just wanting something to do right now.
No, we don't. Trust us. We don't want to be out here dealing with you.
It's so important that you got to pick on some kid in a car that's broke and got nowhere to go.
How are we picking on you?
Picking on me.
We came here to make sure
you're
okay.
Two cameras on here thinking you're like big tough guys, thinking you're going to go
we're
somewhere
not.
in life.
We're just checking on you.
Checking on me.
You're the one with the attitude. You're the one with the attitude causing the problem.
Is this fascism?
You're the one with the attitude for us walking up, opening your door, and grabbing you as you were peacefully asleep on the side of the road. And you're the one with the attitude? And isn't it ironic that this was shot on 4/20/2019?
So I wanted to make sure that
are you guys acting like, man, this is crazy?
It is crazy, Shane.
There's no freedom no more.
That's right.
You guys are representing freedom, right?
You're not
No.
under arrest.
Well, no, but it feels like it. I feel detained. I feel threatened.
Of course.
You have my knife. You took my weapons.
I'll
And
give you your knife. I already told you.
okay, well, give it. I would like it. And I would like to shut my door and go back to sleep.
Are you going to hang
I don't want
out
no
here?
problems. Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you.
I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you.
Yeah, sure.
All right. I'll set it right here. All right. You see? Sitting right there on there.
It's gonna be a long summer if this is the way it's gonna be.
You walked up on me, buddy. So I mean, we can.
Right.
I know how the court system works. You guys don't care. It's all about the money.
Shane, we have an obligation to come check on you.
We get paid whether we talk to you or not. So why do we care about money?
Hold on a
We
second.
have an obligation to come check on you.
We get paid whether we talk to you or not. So why do we care about money?
Well, let me tell you. The reason why you care about money is because you're ill-equipped to do any other job. The only person who would sign up to be a pig is someone who has no other skill sets. See, I have a multitude of sets. If I wanted to, I could get my teacher certificate and teach. If I want to, I can be a producer. If I want, I can be a writer. If I want, I can do concrete work. If I want, I can be a supervisor. If I want, I can be an executive in almost any company in America because I've raised millions of dollars for companies throughout my lifetime. I have multiple skill sets. That's why you care about money, Jackboot Thug Pig. That's why. So don't sit here and lie to him and say you don't care about money. The reason you took that job is because it's a decent paying job where all you have to do is follow orders and be willing to put torture cuffs on people. Let me address something real quick. Mr. Hinton, you ordered on November 11th. Please give me up to 21 days. Please give me up to 21 days. Pretty pleased with cherries and sugars on top. And, once in a while, when you send a lot of stuff off, every once in a while, one falls between the cracks, just reach out to me and contact me. I will not miss you. This is all I do. This is it. This is what I do. So I will not miss you. So Mr. Hinton, just give me 21 days. It'll probably come sooner, but give me 21 days if you would. Pretty pleased with sugars and cherries on top.
Well, then what do you care about? What are you here for?
We care about you giving us the same respect we give you. And you're not giving us any. You're yelling at us.
Yeah, why would I respect you? You're a pig.
Forcefully, you invaded my space.
We tried to make sure you're okay.
You tried to make sure I'm
all right.
okay.
This isn't going anywhere.
Yeah, you're being a dick. I got you, Bill.
Shane, I said you can go. You're free to go, man.
I absolutely am.
Okay.
Go. I mean, do I look like a threat? I've been here for a couple days.
Shane, well, you were just yelling at us, and we were being calm and talking. I was trying to have.
You threatened me.
I didn't threaten you.
No.
I never threatened you.
No. You threatened me.
Okay, Shane.
Yeah, he did.
All right.
That's right. He did. Got you, John. Check your email. Why should he be upset? So telling, isn't it? So telling. Sound goes off here for a second, comes back on. Okay, got that one. Cool. So now we're going to watch another video that Shane made. I watched 3 of his videos yesterday. I broke down each one of them. And so I want to share this with you. And this is where they're going to get, let me check the date on this one. Not that one. This one. I think this one is. Okay. So let's check this out.
What are you doing?
Okay. So now this is where if these gentlemen had the 5A cop card in their pocket, they could have dominated these pigs, but they didn't have the non-driver 5A cop card in their pocket. If they had, it would have been a totally different scenario, and I'd be showing you guys something completely different. What's up, Chevy? Taco Cat? Phantom Wolf? What's going on, Playboy? Chris, how are you, dude? Dan Hanlon. What is going on? Kinetic Customs and Racing. How are you? Barbara Button. That's my favorite word. Push. Everybody do me a favor. Hit the like button. Still over 400 people here between the different websites. So if you would please, everybody hit the like button. I'm sorry. We're down to 365 now. We're down to 365. So we dropped a little bit, but that's okay. As long as you guys are learning something, as long as you guys are contacting me and getting my trifold, my 5A cop card, even if I'm giving it to you for free, it doesn't matter. As long as we are creating and assembling under our First Amendment right to talk about the Constitution, to talk about our rights, which is who said that? Jean-Jacques Rousseau in the Social Contract, that citizens should sit around and have long-winded conversations about democracy. To be completely transparent, Jean-Jacques Rousseau also said that we should have slaves who serve us. So, the times, things were different back then. Now watch this and watch these guys not have the 5A cop card on them, and look how they get dominated.
Take your hands out of your pocket when you talk to me.
Are we being detained?
What?
That.
Are we free to go?
That.
Are we free to go?
No, not at this time. You're going behind closed businesses. Turn around for a minute.
Whoa. For what?
Turn around. Put your hands up against the building.
Wow.
Put your hands up against the building.
Are we doing anything illegal?
Do what I tell you to do now, or you're going right to jail.
Hey, what are we doing wrong?
That's not true either.
I don't think there's a window. I'm not putting my hand on it.
Put your hands right up there against the building.
Wow, he didn't do it right.
Central 3433. You'll be able to subject over back
He
behind
blew it.
alley. I'll be 320 East Lake Street.
Oh,
Just
okay.
gonna pat you down. Make sure you don't have any weapons or anything on you. Okay? You
Sir,
suspect
what
me
are
of
we
having
being detained
weapons?
for?
Possibly.
Why is this? Why are we being detained?
Okay. One question at a time. Okay.
Okay, I'm asking one question.
Because you're going behind
And you
buildings.
said that's not illegal. That's not enough for you to
If you shut up for a second, I can actually answer a question. Okay. One question at a
Why
time.
are we being detained? It's one question.
Because you are going behind
That's
businesses
not
that.
illegal. So you
If you're not going to let me answer, I'm not going to answer your question. Okay.
Let him answer.
Wow.
Continue. Can you please answer my question?
No, because you keep interrupting me.
Okay,
Sit
well,
right
I'm not
there.
interrupting you. Please say it. I'm letting you know what you're doing right now is not legal. At the top there.
Finally, that's it. Got them all.
Well, you keep going behind buildings.
Okay, that's not illegal. That's not.
Well, again, you keep interrupting me. Do you want me to answer you, or are you going to keep interrupting
Okay,
me?
continue. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Continue.
You keep your hands up there. Okay.
Again, what I'm saying.
Keep your hand up there.
Detained first before you search me.
Well, I'm patting you down. You have a bunch of hard objects here. I'm just making sure you don't have any
There's
weapons.
nothing
Okay.
wrong. No, there's nothing illegal.
Keep your hands up there, and I'm not going to tell you again.
Wow.
You take them down again, or you're going right to jail for obstruction.
Okay.
Okay.
Not true.
What am I being detained for, sir?
You keep going behind buildings that are closed. There's alleyways. There's nothing open back there, and you have masks on.
Okay.
I don't have a mask on.
Yeah, but your face is covered.
Okay, that's not illegal, sir. This isn't.
No, it's not illegal.
So
It's not
then
illegal.
you cannot detain me.
Yes, I can, because
I'm not doing anything illegal, sir. I know my rights.
I can detain you.
No, you.
There's no reasonable, articulable suspicion. If you can't walk around the world, then you're not free. There's no suspicion here. They're walking around at night. Who cares? No one's called. There's no alarm going off.
Can't, not unless you have done, unless I have done anything illegal.
Well, when you go behind buildings
That's
that
not
are
illegal,
that
sir.
are closed,
That is not illegal.
no, it's not illegal. I
There's people sleeping behind buildings that are closed every single night in every city in America.
agree.
Again, what I'm
But I have a
saying-
right to stop and
No, you-
detain you and
no, you
investigate
do not.
further.
Again, I'm letting you know that this is illegal.
Okay. Well, that's your opinion.
It's
And
not
you're
illegal.
entitled to your opinion.
It's not illegal. It's Terry versus Ohio, brother. Check your email, everybody.
Again,
Check your
this is an
email.
unlawful search. Now we'll be letting the proper authorities know.
Okay.
So you're saying the only thing that you're detaining us for is something that I have
For
not done.
suspicious activity.
That's not enough to detain.
For suspicious act, remember, reasonable articulable suspicion, you have to have a singular articulable fact of criminality. Walking around with a mask on is not a crime.
us, sir.
Well, that's your opinion. When you
No,
go
it's a
behind,
fact.
That's a law.
when you go behind
That's just the
closed
What did he say? I'm so sorry. I missed this part.
thing that you're detaining us for is something that I have
for
not done.
suspicious activity.
That's
When
not
you-
enough to detain us, sir.
Well, that's your.
That is crazy. Yeah, I sent everything. So just so you guys know, hurry and order one thing. Thank you so much, Alarcia, for buying something. I really appreciate it. I also just filled over 100 orders of people who asked me for something for free. So matter of fact, I didn't just fill them. I gave you everything I sell for free. And it's people like Arlicia who have the $9 that are willing to do it, that makes it so that I can sit there and click and click and click. And over 100 free trifolds just went out. Daryl, send me in your address. Send me your address and do that on the lickety split quick, because I'm trying to get these out. Oh, right on, Dan. Let me check the back end right now. I did 100 free just now. I also filled anybody else's order who bought anything. Let me check and see if your order came through. The last one I had was Mr. Hinton. Mr. Hinton was the last order that I had come through. That was the last one. So you should have it in your, Dan, check your email. If you ordered anything in the last 5 or 10 minutes, it should be in your email. I mean, I'm on it. This is what I do. So if you guys would please go to my website right now and listen, I'm telling you now, you can listen or not, but then you're going to be like in December, you're going to go, man, I want to get one of those for my cousin. Takes 2 weeks to get there. If you don't get one of these 5A cop cards, oh, here's the non-driver card right here. See, this is what these guys could have done right here. Soon as the cop came up and they said, we have reasonable articulable suspicion. If they want your ID, you plead the Fifth Amendment and say, I identify as good citizen. This 5A cop card is absolute gold. Daryl, contact me as soon as I get off the live and I'll look into your order having the wrong address on it.
Your opinion. When you
No,
go
it's a
behind,
fact.
That's a law.
when you go behind
That's just
closed
suspicious
businesses
It's not a law.
at almost 2 o'clock in the morning, it is suspicious activity.
Do you suspect of us? Are we suspected of committing a crime?
There's the question.
Are we suspected of committing a crime?
Potential to commit a crime.
That's not enough to detain us.
I know my rights.
Well, you can put your hands down now.
Are we free to go?
You're all set.
Okay, thank you.
Why are you detaining us?
I already explained it. I'm not gonna explain it.
Hold on. Hey,
You're right.
badge number and name, please.
Here, I'll give you a business card.
Badge number and name.
By the way, we're recording.
He already
So am I.
knows.
My car's right there and the
Okay.
camera's in.
That's great.
Could I get your name, please?
There you go. That's Officer Fritz.
Okay. Could I get your name, please?
What?
Stringer. Could I get your first and last name, please, or your badge number?
Zach.
Zach Stringer.
Just horrible. We're not free in America anymore. It's just horrible. It really is just a total police state here in the United States.
Hey, what's yours?
I just gave him my business card. Everything.
Yeah,
good on
thank
it.
you.
Okay.
KT, have them go. Oh yeah, Daryl. I'll look you up, Daryl. I'll find you. No, Zach, they can't sue. So Zach asked a good question. So because the Supreme Court created this caveat to our Fourth Amendment that police can detain you, and remember, they can detain you first for officer safety. When can a cop grab you? The moment he sees you. So if I walk outside of my door right now and a cop drives through and he sees me, can he grab me right then and there? Yes. The cops can grab you the moment they see you. How come? The first tenet of Terry versus Ohio, officer safety. If they see me, and I'm 200 pounds now, I'm like 18 pounds down from being on a 6-day fast. So I'm 201 right now. I weighed last night. So at 201 pounds and 5'8", I look like a little fire hydrant. So when I go outside, if the cops pass me and they're afraid of me, they can grab me. Just like that. Cops can grab you when they see you. Did you guys know that? When can police grab you? The moment they see you. So when I hear a lot of YouTubers, I know a lot of YouTubers who will be like, he's going hands on. He's going hands on. He went hands on with me. I've been teaching this for 2 years. The police can grab you the moment they see you in the name of officer safety. The government can grab you in the name of government safety for themselves. So to answer your question, Zach, no, they can't sue. And even if it was a completely illegal detainment, then even if you were detained and if they hurt you with the torture cuffs, even on an egregious illegal detainment, even if you sued, if there wasn't some sort of damages, you're only going to get what's called a declaratory judgment. So you have to know that. You have to know that you're not going to get the judgment that you want. You're not going to get a payday from the cops violating your rights. And then this is where the only time that qualified immunity comes into play is when the cops do violate your rights and then you sue them, then they're going to invoke qualified immunity, and that's ubiquitous across the board. But the only way that they cannot invoke qualified immunity is if you have showed them and told them the rights in which they're violating. You see number 2 there, cop approaches and says, any words to you at all? These are these 2 gentlemen right here. This is the non-driver 5A cop card. While filming, number 1, invoke my first date. Number 2, cop approaches and says, any words at all? I invoke my 5th Amendment right to remain silent. And how do we go around that qualified immunity? 5th Amendment is unequivocal. Cop loses qualified immunity for questioning you. You see? It's called the clearly established prong. The cop has to know what right he's violating and have the knowledge that he's violating your rights as he's doing it. He has to know which right he's violating. You have to invoke the right that you're invoking. You have to verbalize the right that you're invoking. And if you invoke your 5th Amendment right to remain silent and your 1st Amendment right to film cops, and if those cops take your phone out of your hand or they continue to question you, at that point, that goes around their qualified immunity. You can hold the cop personally liable, and then you can go after his badge and go after his peace officer certificate. But you have to say which right he's violating. I'm telling you now, everybody check your email. I think a lot of people, I don't know if half of those people are in here. Yes. There it is. Gofus, I'm sure that means something else. Gofus just said it. Can the trifold stop bullets? Yes, the trifold can stop bullets. You heard it from me first, folks. Put this in your upper pocket. It'll stop all bullets. Got everything. Right on, Jim. Glad you got everything, brother. Love you, man. Much love, Arlesia. Thank you so much. You guys, listen, go to my website right now. Why are you still here? Go to my website right now. Delete laws with a Z. Get my trifold in your car. If you can't afford it, go to my website and go to the inquiry form. Be like, yo, I don't got $9 right now. I'm dying. Cool. I'll email it to you for free. I think that I emailed a lot of these from last night. I had about 50 emails come in over the night that I didn't email off to everybody. I just did that now. So when I say, hey, can you guys sound off in the comments and let me know who got my Zed, then you didn't contact me. Let me check my thing here. The last person who purchased something was Mr. Hinton. So I'm looking in that right there. Okay, I have I got you, Justin. That's not I got you though, man. No problem, dude. I'll send it to you for free, man. No problem. Absolutely no problem. So you guys should be getting my stuff. I mean, I'm sitting here sending off stuff like crazy. You have no idea.
Have a wonderful night, you guys.
You have everything.
Yeah, I got everything. Thank you.
The license plate.
446 000848. Eight 844 What was the other one? 000848. 844 and 848.
got what we needed.
I know that was extremely
so
illegal.
eventful.
All right. Cool. Let's get into this one. Okay, so these are guys who get pulled over and they don't have the trifold in their car. They don't have it in their car. There's no trifold. And they get pulled over and they get absolutely dominated. Good to see you, Chevy. Cope Dogged Dog is in the hizzy. Cope Dogged Dog. Happy belated birthday. Oh, what's going on? Harlan County, Kentucky Transparency. Good to see you, my friend. I'm glad you're here, man. I have not had a chance to look at your channel yet. I don't know if you're filming stuff or not, but that sounds like that. Dan Lance. Good to see you, Dan. How is everybody? Nice to see everybody. So good to see all of my friends here. I appreciate it. Dr. Donna. Dr. Donna, I'm shipping you out a free 5A cop card. You know, maybe I should do that again right now. Maybe I should do a free giveaway right now. Maybe I should do a giveaway right now. So I'll tell you, I will do it because I got 100 more 5A cop cards today. So here's what I'll do right now. Here's the driver card. Here's the non-driver card. So when you order the 5A cop card from me, you get two. You get the driver and non-driver card. So what I'll do right now is if you go to my website, deletelaws.com, and you order absolutely anything from my website, the next 5 people, I still think Mr. Hinton was the last person who ordered something. Pretty sure it is Mr. Hinton was the last person who ordered something. Yep, it's still Mr. Hinton. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a promotion. And even though these have a hard cost to them, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give away to the next 5 people who purchase anything from my website, including a digital, I don't care what you purchase anything from my website. The next 5 people, I'm mailing out tonight or tomorrow morning t-shirts and 5A cards of people who were the winners this last week. So for the next 5 people, I'm going to mail you in the mail a free 5A cop card, driver and non-driver for the next 5 people who order anything. The next 5 people who order anything from my website, I'm going to send you the 5A cop card and the 5A non-driver card for your purchase. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I want to get these in circulation anyway. I want these gone by Christmas. I don't want to have any more of these by Christmas time. I want people to have these so that in January, they're like, man, I gave one to my uncle. I gave one to my sister. I gave one to my brother. You know, someone the other day ordered like 10 of them. 10. Ordered 10. And I was like, holy smokes. And you know what those are for? Those are Christmas presents. Of course. Order now, you get it in the next 2 weeks, and then you can put these in an envelope and put a ribbon on it and say, look what I got you, uncle. Because if your uncle hates cops as much as I do, he's going to love this bad chicken. He's going to love it. He's going to love it. Next 5 people who order anything out from my website after Mr. Hinton. Mr. Hinton was the last person. I'm going to send you the 5A cop card for free. And only 2 or 3 of my moderators have reached out to me for free 5A cop cards. Any one of my moderators, if you contact me, I'm going to mail you in the mail the actual, like the Visa, like the hotel credit card. I'm going to mail you this in the mail for free because you've been a moderator for me and I appreciate you. Thank you. So the next 5 people who order absolutely anything from my website, I'm going to send you the 5A cop card for free. Yeah. That's how serious I am about getting this bad chicken out there. I want this out there. I want people to have it in their pocket.
Yeah. Hold on.
What happens right here? He's filming already. Take a look at what he's doing. He is filming already. Do you see what he's doing, folks? Camera's already rolling. He's already got his camera going. I'm so proud of you, brother. I'm so proud of you. Thank you so much for leading properly.
Hello. Hello, sir. You have your license, registration, proof of insurance?
Yep. Boom. That's how it's done, folks. Pig says license, registration, proof of insurance. Give him the license, registration, and proof of insurance. What do I teach you guys to do? I teach you guys to put it on a laminated card. Proof of insurance, your current proof of insurance, your registration, your current registration is already ready to go. I teach you to make a photocopy of, now, this is Denzel Washington. Obviously, this is a Hollywood Boulevard credit card or Hollywood Boulevard driver's license. I can't show my driver's license on here. You know that. But this is what I teach you to do to be prepared. I want to thank this young gentleman in this car right here. Thank you, bro. Thank you for just doing as you're supposed to do, even though the driver's license thing is a total scam. We shouldn't have to have a driver's license. I don't agree with the driver's license scam. So, all right. That's what you're supposed to do.
Hello, sir. You have your license, registration, proof of insurance?
Yep.
Okay, your stopping is your speed.
Yeah.
Did you see how fast you were going before you started slowing down?
About 80.
Ooh. No, sir. No.
Here's your speed.
Yeah.
Did you see how fast you were going before you started slowing down?
About 80.
I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. Do you know how fast you were going? Do you know you changed lanes? Is this the same address on your driver's license? What color is your car? What's your favorite color? Do you like green eggs and ham? I don't give a damn what the pig says. I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. You have to say the words I taught you guys yesterday, Salinas versus Texas. An unjust, corrupted, appointed Supreme Court made it so you have to state the actual words. This is how you answer those questions. You don't have to be like me. You don't have to be, I hate you, pig, you maggot. F you, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right. You don't have to do it that way. Try it like this. Officer, you have a job to do with a set of protocols, policies, and procedures. I'm a citizen. I'm going to follow my own set of protocols, policies, and procedures. So at that point, since you asked me a question and you're investigating me, I'm going to invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. If you can talk that smoothly when there's a guy standing over you with a gun, if you can actually get your words out.
86.
Yeah.
Did you see how fast you were going before you started slowing down?
About 80.
86. How's your driving record?
I got one ticket in Petoskey.
Okay.
That's where we're headed right now.
Oh, how old is he?
I'm 19, sir.
19.
19?
8?
8.
9.
You have ID on you, sir?
Yes, sir.
No. What? Do you have an ID on you, sir?
May I ask why for, sir?
What's that?
May I ask why for, sir?
He can't even get his words out either because there's a guy standing over him with a gun.
So know who I'm dealing with.
Well, I wasn't doing anything, sir.
What's that?
I wasn't doing anything, though, sir.
No. Dude. Number 4 on your 5A cop card. Cop demands your identification. There's no reason, there's no reasonable articulable suspicion. You're the passenger in a car, so there's not to be suspicious of you. Cop demands your ID, says he has RAS. While filming, you say, I plead the Fifth Amendment. I identify as good citizen. No ID required. So what's the law on that? Do I have to give him my ID? What's the actual law? It's right there in Navy. Hibble versus Nevada. With reasonable articulable suspicion, citizen must state how they ID. Do not give ID without probable cause. You can put this card right in his hand. You can say, you want my ID? Take a look at number 4. This is why I'm not going to give you my ID. Thank you. I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. Respectfully. Please respect my rights, sir. And now I've invoked my Fifth Amendment right. There's nothing more to say. He's going to say something to me in reply. Don't care. I had nothing more to say. Then the cop may say, well, go ahead and step out of the car. Cop asks you to exit the vehicle as the non-driver. Exit the car and state, I plead the Fifth Amendment. I do not consent to searches or seizures. Maryland versus Wilson, the cop believes that you're armed and dangerous. Remember that. If he's ordering you out of the car, he believes you're armed and dangerous. Everything you need to do is on the 5A cop card. I am a constitutional law scholar. This is all I study. This is all I do. Every case that you need to know is on this 5A cop card. Did you know that you have to get out of the car as the passenger? You do. Not only is it Maryland versus Wilson in 1997, it's also the 2009 case of Arizona versus Johnson, where they upheld that you have to get out of the car if you're the passenger. So it's on there. It's on there. So frustrating to hear him and the other guy say, just give me your ID. No, don't.
On you, sir?
Yes, sir.
Can I see it?
May I ask why for, sir?
What's that?
May I ask why for, sir?
To know who I'm dealing with.
Well, I wasn't doing anything, sir.
What's that?
I wasn't doing anything, though, sir. I'm just saying I had nothing to... I didn't do
You're
anything,
riding in the car. I was just asking to see your ID to see who you are.
I don't need to, sir, so I'm not going to.
Okay. Now, I'm curious as to why. Do you have warrants?
No, sir.
Do you have any?
Okay. I showed this video so that I could teach you the whole time. He's curious as to why. If you want to tell him why, go ahead and tell him. I'm invoking and standing on my rights. That's why. If you don't flex your rights, you don't have your rights. That's why. And I can show you right here on my 5A cop card that I don't have to give you ID unless you have probable cause to arrest me. Stand on your rights. Do not ever waver on your rights. When I am forced to involve myself with these jackboot thug pigs, yo, Bass, what's going on, brother? This is the gentleman we covered his video earlier. Is this your video as well? I'm not sure if this is your video as well, Bass. But Bass, if you reach out to me, I'll send you the 5A cop card in the mail for free. Bass. So reach out to me, Bass. I'm not sure how I'm going to be able to identify you, and I'll get tons of people pretending they're you. But I'm not sure if that's, anyway. So you can tell the jackboot thug pig, I'm not giving you my ID because it's my right not to.
Anything?
Need to, sir, so I'm not going to.
It was just asking.
So, but now look at the difference. I mean, I'm sorry to stop this so much, but look at the difference, okay?
See your ID to see who you are.
Okay, right. I'm just going to leave it like this so we can follow back and forth together.
I don't need to, sir, so I'm not going to.
Okay. Now, I'm curious as to why. Do you have warrants?
No, sir.
Do you have anything that you're trying to hide?
No, I just have no reason to give you my ID, sir.
I can't hear you. What's that?
I just have no reason to give you my ID, sir.
Okay.
He thinks that's funny.
What is your name?
I don't have to give you my name, sir.
Do you have any idea why your boy's doing this? No. Where are you coming from?
Ann Arbor.
Oh. Jesus criminy. God bless America and the United States. What the fluck are we even talking about here? Okay. So on your non-driver card, you see what he said? Can I have some ID? He didn't have any literature on him to show the pig. He didn't have anything on him to speak for him. You don't have to use extra words. I literally wrote every single word that you need to say on the 5A cop card. Cop demands my ID. Filming. I plead the Fifth Amendment. I identify as good citizen. No IDs required. Hibble versus Nevada, even with reasonable articulable suspicion, citizen only has to state how they ID. Do not give ID without probable cause. That's how you answer. He covered all three of these in the same freaking paragraph. Did you hear it? Did you hear it? He said all three of the things that are on the 5A cop card.
Curious.
May I ask why for?
8.
Is an 8 and 9 year old kid in the back seat.
Do you have ID on you, sir?
Yes, sir.
Do you have ID on you? I plead the Fifth Amendment.
Can I see it?
Now you have to tell him no, or I have to ask him more questions or involve himself further. Once you plead the Fifth Amendment, he can't ask you, can I see it? Once you say, if he says to you, hey, do you have ID on you? 1 second, officer. I plead the Fifth Amendment, officer. That's it. That's it right there. No more questioning right there. Cop walks up to you, says any words at all to you. Cop approaches number 2 and says any words at all to you. While filming, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. Inform the pig. Fifth Amendment's unequivocal. You lose your qualified immunity for questioning me. Then he can't say to you, well, why aren't you going to give it to me? I just told you I invoke my Fifth Amendment right. You can't question me anymore. Salinas versus Texas. I do not have to be in court to invoke my Fifth Amendment right. But I must articulate the words, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right. I don't answer questions is not invoking your Fifth Amendment right. I plead the Fifth Amendment, the right to remain silent. That is pleading your Fifth Amendment right. I don't answer questions is not invoking your Fifth Amendment right. There is a vast difference. I taught this yesterday, Salinas versus Texas. Put a 1 in the chat if you were here yesterday. Put a 1 in the chat if you were here yesterday and you saw me teach Salinas versus Texas. Put a 1 in the chat. If you saw yesterday that I taught Salinas versus Texas, did you see it? Anybody see it? I want to make sure everybody saw it. It literally says you have to say the words. And further, that you don't have to be in court to invoke your Fifth Amendment right. You can invoke your Fifth Amendment right anywhere the cops are trying to incriminate you, so you don't have to incriminate yourself. I got to calm down. I got to calm down. It's hard, man. It's hard for me. I'm an emotionally fiery person and I deeply care about other people. If I watch you get cheated or beaten, even if there's nobody here, I might sit here in my chair and cry all by myself. So I just care so much that our rights are so under attack and so under siege. It makes me so angry. Zen. Zen. Everything that young gentleman needed to say was on his 5A non-driver cop card. If you can't afford the fancy one that's like a credit card, you can get this one on my website for $10. If you can't afford this, $10, I will give this to you for free. I will email it to you for free. Now, you're going to have to spend the money to print it and get it laminated because it doesn't do you any good on your hard drive. I will also send you this poster, my ebook, and my trifold that you can also print out. So please, I don't want to see your video and have my blood pressure rise to 195 over 100 like it was a week ago. I have made a solid dedication to get my blood pressure down. I am not going to deviate from my health plan from now on, because last week I felt like I was going to die. Bobby, I don't miss anybody. It takes up to 21 days. So Bobby said I paid for mine, still nothing. Bobby, send me your order number though, so I can email you one that you can print out yourself for right now, so you have one in your car. But I guarantee you, and I swear to God, I will not miss your trifold, brother. I won't do it. I will not miss your order. That will not happen. It simply won't. Your order, right? You buying something from me. I'm so grateful. At the same time, if you didn't order, it wouldn't really affect my life in the long term. But you not having this in your car will definitely affect your life. Put a 1 in the chat if you know police are trying to pull you over. If police are hiding on the side of the road to get you. If you know that for a fact, then you have to have my trifold in your car. It's not like it's a question. Like, oh no, I don't need that. You need it. And what else do you need? You need your phone. You need your phone and you need your trifold. You have to have these two things in your car. And then of course, don't forget this broccoli wad rubber band that I put in the envelope for you. Bobby, if you ordered one of these, Bobby, I'm not sure. I'll check your order, man. But just reach out to me, Bobby, because I'm gonna email you everything I sell for free, so at least you can print one out for now. It takes 2 to 3 weeks sometimes to get my trifold. So, Bobby, email me now so I can get you one. So I can get you one of these. So yeah, I super appreciate you, Bobby. I will not miss you, dude. I will not miss your order. I guarantee it. So I'm gonna play this one more time. Everything that this guy said is on the 5A non-driver cop card. Everything he said.
How old is he?
I'm 19, sir.
19?
8?
Hey,
Hi.
you have ID on you, sir?
Yes, sir.
Could I see it?
May I ask why for, sir?
What's that?
May I ask why for, sir?
To know who I'm dealing with.
Well, I wasn't doing anything, sir.
What's that?
I wasn't doing anything, though, sir.
No, don't just give him your ID.
I'm just saying I had nothing to. I didn't do
You're
anything.
riding in the car. I was just asking to see your ID to see who you are.
No, you're asking to
I don't
violate
need
my
to,
rights,
sir, so I'm not going to.
pig.
Okay. Now I'm curious as to why. Do you have warrants?
No, sir.
Do you have anything
Why are you answering
that
questions?
you're trying to hide?
No, I just have no reason to give you my ID, sir.
I can't hear you. What's that?
I just have no reason to give you my ID, sir.
Exactly correct, sir. Exactly correct. Exactly
Okay.
correct.
What is your name?
I don't have to give you my name, sir.
Exactly correct, sir.
Do you have any idea why your boy's doing this?
No.
Of course he does, because
Where are
he's
you
invoking
coming
his
from?
rights.
Ann Arbor.
Okay. Whose vehicle? Is this your mother's vehicle?
My grandma's.
Your grandmother's vehicle?
Yeah.
Got
What were
little
you
kids in
doing
the
down
back.
in Ann Arbor?
I went to go see my mom yesterday and help her move out
Answer
of her
the
house.
questions.
Okay. Is
Don't.
there anything in the vehicle that shouldn't be in the vehicle?
Besides the 8-year-old kid
sure?
in the back seat,
You sure there's no marijuana in the vehicle? Because I'm getting an odor here.
There's cigarettes.
Just the cigarettes?
Yeah.
Do you have anything on you?
No, sir.
Because I can smell something.
cop says he smells marijuana. Any state that sells chemicals, medical or recreational, police cannot use odor as probable cause for search or seizure. The smell of chemicals does not magically create a probable cause standard. Do not consent to searches or seizures based on the copper saying he smells chemicals. Always film the police. The moment that pig says that, because you've already invoked your Fifth Amendment right to remain silent, he can still say, I smell something. Instead of ask you if he smells something, he can say, oh, well, I think I smell something. Do you see why you need my trifold in your car? Do you see why you need my trifold in your car? You cannot articulate Commonwealth versus Barr. Put a 1 in the chat if you don't even know what Commonwealth versus Barr is. Put it in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat if you have no idea what Commonwealth versus Barr is, where the case comes from, the case law, the backing of it. Put a 1 in the chat if you have no idea. If you have no clue about Commonwealth versus Barr. If the first time you ever heard about Commonwealth versus Barr was today. Did you know that? It's not probable cause and it's not reason to search your car. Did you know that? If you didn't know that, you need my trifold in your car. I'll give it to you. I'm more than willing to give everybody my trifold for free. You have to print it out yourself and get it on your visor. So if you guys can please follow the instructions that I'm laying out for you, then I'm going to help you immensely. You get this trifold, you memorize every single word on it. And then when the cop pulls up, when he says, I smell something, when the cop says, hey, passenger, get out of the car, when the cop says, hey, passenger, when the cop says, hey, I'm going to extend the stop and call out a canine, the passenger who's being harassed finally snaps and says, hey, look, pig, go yourself. Cop says, I'm going to arrest you for saying that. Do you see? You don't know these case laws off the top of your head like I do. You don't interact with cops every day like I do. You don't do what I do. It can get me fired up. It can get me fired up.
The vehicle.
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
You sure there's no marijuana in the vehicle? Because
He's asking him multiple questions, peppering him because he didn't say, I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. Ultimate fail.
getting an odor here.
There's cigarettes.
He's now trying to justify his innocence instead of innocent until proven guilty.
Is the cigarettes?
Yeah.
Do you have anything on you?
No, sir.
Because I can smell something.
It might be
Has
clone,
anybody
sir.
smoked today?
No.
Has anybody smoked in this vehicle prior?
Cigarettes? No. Marijuana, no.
Nothing?
Nothing.
Have you smoked
I've only
marijuana
smoked.
today?
No, sir.
Okay.
He just got out of the military.
Huh?
I just got out of the military, sir. I haven't
Okay.
smoked any drugs.
So you just got out of the military. You shouldn't have any issues with providing an identification.
It's just I have no reason to give it to you, sir. I don't see why it's relevant.
What's that?
I just don't see how it's relevant, sir.
Okay. Did you ever work guard duty when you were in the military?
Yes, sir.
Okay. When you were interacting with people, did you like to know who you were dealing with?
That's to a different circumstance, sir. I haven't had anything to do
No,
with
it isn't.
This man's a veteran.
Same circumstance. What's his name? Right.
Yeah.
So you're not going to tell me anything
Oh,
else either.
can I give him it? You're like,
You
There's
can.
no reason.
Are you two related?
No, he's my friend. I brought him downstate.
You're answering
He
questions.
just got back, and I was like, sweet, come downstate with me.
Yeah.
We used to do it all the time, so thought it'd be fun.
Uh-huh.
He's investigating the guy's identity in front of him because he didn't follow the procedures and protocols that I've laid out so clearly for you. I got
We're
you, Wayne.
be at a bit of an impasse.
Why is that?
Huh?
Why is that, sir?
Because.
I have to get
Did I
your
run my
ID.
car off?
I have
Yeah,
to.
go ahead. You're running out of low on fuel?
A quarter tank-ish.
Just a couple young guys on a road going down the state.
What's going on? You're what?
I don't want to be associated with any law tickets or anything, sir.
Right. All right, I'll be right back with you, man.
Yes, sir.
If he could have arrested him for not giving ID, he would have, but he couldn't.
Is your information back? Okay, you did receive a citation, but I dropped it down to 5 over.
Oh, you're
Which
such
in
a
limited
nice
access
guy.
70-mile-an-hour zone is 0
Thanks so
points
much.
and reduces the fine drastically.
Thank you.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
Is the court's information, address, and phone number?
Do I
Yep.
gotta do Grayling?
What's
Or
that?
Does it have to be paid in Grayling, or can I go to Petoskey?
It can be in Grayling, but quite often.
So he gave those young guys a ticket. Like they didn't need a ticket. You already harassed the shit out of them. Leave them alone.
You can take care of anything on the phone.
Oh, okay. Okay.
You have 10 days to take care of it. If you need more time, call the court at that number.
Okay.
All right. Just slow down.
Okay.
All right.
Brian, dude, listen, if you come back and donate later, that's great. But let's not wait to get your 5A cop card and your trifold in your car, dude. There's no barrier to entry with me, dude. You want to come back and donate later? Thanks a lot, Brian. I appreciate it. But just get this trifold printed out for now, dude.
Thank you.
Have a safe day.
You too.
Okay, so there's the end of that one. Now, my buddy's video just came out, and since I watch his videos every day, I'm going to cover it. Just because this is a Brian from Here's the Deal. We're going to cover that. Let me announce the 5 winners of the 5A cop card. I'm actually going to show you. I took a screenshot of the next 5 people who ordered anything from me. I'm going to send you guys all a 5A cop card. So let me show you the winners. I took a screenshot. And these are in chronological order because I want to be fair. Anybody who orders anything and I ask you to, and I tell you I'll give you a 5A cop card, I absolutely will. Absolutely. So these are the orders right here. These are the people who are the winners of the 5A cop card and the last 3 numbers of your order number. So I got to share this real quick just because I want to be as transparent as I can when I do a giveaway. You know, and if you ever win anything from me and I tell you I'm going to give you something for free, I absolutely will. 100%. So these are the people who won the 5A cop card. I'm going to send you guys out the non-driver. Oh, shoot. I just screwed myself over here. Let me do that one more time. So these are the folks who won. I'm going to send you the driver and the non-driver 5A cop card. And this is going to go to Andrew, 527, Wayne, 526, Casey, 525, Josh, 524, and Roger, 523. So you guys are the winners of the Alfred, did you get your, I think I sent you a free 5A cop card. Hot Dog, I'm pretty sure I sent you a free 5A cop card. Scrubzilla, I haven't got your email or your address yet, but I want to send you a free 5A cop card. If you could please, let me make sure I have Oh, David, thanks, man. I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much, dude. Thank you so much. David, on the back end, everybody check your email. I just sent off another 50 emails. During the live stream, so many people contact me. So you guys with those order numbers, you can expect in the next 7 days, maybe. It takes 5 days to get from Southern California to Florida. So if you're in Florida, it takes 5 days. So remember, it takes up to 21 days to get my stuff. Contact me after 21 days. And if you don't have it in your car and you ordered a hard copy trifold or a hard copy 5A cop card, then let me email it to you and get it in your car now. Let's not wait. And then when this arrives, you can get rid of the ones you printed, or you can give those to a friend. Anybody who I send my PDF to, if I send you the PDF for my 5A cop card, I want you to give this to your family and friends for Christmas presents. Put it in a little envelope, put a bow on it. You printed it out at Kinko's. I gave it to you for free. Who cares? Put this in an envelope, put a ribbon on it, and then say, hey, I got this from you. I got this from Delete Laws for you. And here's his videos, and he gives full tutorials on how to use it. So the most important thing is that we band together and we use our First Amendment right to assemble. That's what matters. And then we invoke our rights by using the trifold and using the 5A cop card. Okay, cool. I just, thanks a lot. And, Brian wrote me this really heartfelt email. Said that he was struggling, and I'm not going to go into you don't know who he is, going through a divorce, and he's in a custody battle with his children. And he just, an extra $30 here, $9 there is just too much money for him. And that he will get back on his feet and he will come back and he'll donate to me. Brian, it's not necessary. Just use your 5A cop card. Use your trifold. If you come back in a month or 2 or 5 months or 6 months, and you're like, yo, Chille, I'm going to donate. Great. But don't let pride stop you from reaching out to me and getting the trifold in your car. Don't wait. Don't wait on it. You saw all the laws I showed you just a moment ago, where you use the trifold like a ninja. So, and I'm also going to send you this poster. Let me check and see if anybody else, and let me read off some names here. Casey, check your email. Wayne, check your email. I sent you this poster right here. Andrew, check your email. I sent you the poster. Matt, check your email. Robert, check your email. I sent you this poster. Daniel, check your email. I sent you this poster. Robert in Detroit, check your email. I sent you this poster. I sent everybody everything that I sell for free just now. So many people just now. I sent off to so many people. And then I have David coming in and Steve coming in. I'll be sending you guys something in 1 second. And I'll also be sending you this poster, David and Steve. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you. All right. Now let's take a look at Brian from Here's the Deal. Absolutely love this channel. Love this guy. Easily one of my favorite reporters on all of YouTube. This guy, Brian from Here's the Deal. If you guys are not a member or a subscriber of his channel, I'm sure that a lot of Team DLZ, a lot of people here who are on the team, a lot of y'all are definitely subscribers to Here's the Deal. But I watch his videos every day, and I pretty much watch them alone. So I figured while I was live, I may as well share this with y'all. And I always make sure I drop a like for him, and then I go down here. I haven't even seen the video yet, but I'm going to say algorithm. I'm going to make sure that the algorithm, the way that we overcome the YouTube censors is by dropping comments, likes, and sharing the video. So if you guys would please make sure right now you hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. It's right down there. Cope Dog and Dog B8. What is going on, my friend? Dr. Donna. It's so good to see you. Nice to see everybody. Jackboot Thug Pigs. Ghetto Press Productions is here. What is going on? Medic. Good to see you. Kinetics Customs and Racing. So good to see you. Jim. I announced those 5 winners a few minutes ago. Gofus. Rumsky. Angel. Thank you guys all. So who timed out Gofus? Well, Gofus, you kind of walked the line a little bit. My moderators are like so protective of me, like pit bulls. So you kind of walked the line a little bit, Gofus. Sometimes you say things that the moderator, if they don't know you and they don't know you come all the time, they might time you out. But Gofus is one of those guys. I don't know anything about Gofus, but he kind of says some things that are kind of like a little bit provocative, but so does good old boy too. So we just got to be careful not to get rid of people because we're afraid of my feelings being hurt. And if you guys haven't noticed, moderators, I'm doing a lot better job of just ignoring the troll comments and just staying focused on the task at hand. So I'm doing better. I'm doing a lot better. For my moderators, thank you guys so much. But I'm doing better being able to ignore the hateful, spiteful comments and just being able to focus on what our task is. Our task is to make sure that you have a trifold in your car. That's our task. Make sure you have it, whether I give it to you for free or you buy it, I don't care, but you have one in your car, that you gave one to your brother, that you gave one to your son. And because I'm naming men, because most of the people in jails and prisons are men. So, all right. So this is Brian from Here's the Deal. I watch his video every single day. So because I watch his videos every single day, love you, Cope Dog. I'm going to watch this one with you guys.
Local police and other government agents who are there to keep us safe and protect us. Without local police and other government agents who are there to keep us safe and protect us, who would steal our hard-earned cash while we're taking a flight or traveling on the highway?
Spot on.
Listen to this one. Fly with cash, and law enforcement could take it without ever having to prove you did something wrong.
We were talking about this in the commercial break. It's happening regularly at Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport. Channel 2 consumer investigator Justin Gray is here now. So, Justin, it could be a long and expensive process, you found out, to get that money back, even if it's legitimately yours.
And, George, that's the wildest part of this whole thing.
Craig.
Not only are law enforcement agencies like DEA seizing people's money at Hartsfield-Jackson without a warrant,
Kyvan,
they're keeping it. Brian Moore Jr. was flying from Atlanta to L.A. to shoot a music video.
I had about $8,500 on me.
Jerry Johnson was heading to Phoenix with the cash.
And let me give you guys a little bit of insight here. When I shot The Terry Era, it's a documentary, The Terry Era. You can look it up. It's on my channel. For me to shoot The Terry Era cost $100,000. So if he's traveling to Atlanta with $8,500 to shoot a music video, those people are working for passion. Those people are working because they care about being in production, and that's what they want to do. The documentary that I shot called The Terry Era cost $100,000. The cost of production is enormous. So if he's traveling with $8,500 to Atlanta to shoot a music video, that is a very, very low budget video. Very low. Barbara Budden has to go, everybody. Thanks for coming, Barbara.
To buy a truck at auction.
It was $39,500.
Oh, he was. I'm sorry. I thought he was shooting a music video. Did he say
$8,500?
Jackson without a warrant, they're keeping it. Brian Moore Jr. was flying from Atlanta to L.A. to shoot a music video.
Okay, I was correct. To shoot a music video. I thought I heard something different.
$8,500 on me.
Jerry Johnson was heading to Phoenix with the cash to buy a truck at auction.
It was $39,500.
Both men left the airport with their cash gone, seized by law enforcement.
It's nothing different being robbed. Somebody come up with your gun and take your money and then walk off.
This is a picture a DEA agent snapped of Brian Moore. That's him in the green hair at the gate at Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport, heading to Los Angeles.
They announced we were about to start boarding, and I was approached by 2 women.
Moore says they asked if he was carrying guns or drugs. He wasn't. They asked about cash, which he did have.
I've never been in a situation to where I was being treated as a terrorist or a criminal.
Moore says he explained to the DEA agents the money was his to pay for his music video from the sale of his grandfather's car he inherited.
They put my money in a big Ziploc bag, and they told me I was free to go.
Got you, David.
You might want to leave or you're going to miss your flight.
So what was Moore's mistake here? Number one, he talked to the police.
Yes.
In this case, DEA agents. And number two, he didn't start recording. Keep in mind,
Brian.
Moore has already passed through the unconstitutional blue shirt tyrant TSA checkpoint where they already violated his rights by checking for drugs and guns. And he was about to board the flight when the DEA asked him if he had guns and drugs, which he was already checked for. So DEA didn't just randomly happen to find a guy who just happened to be carrying a large amount of cash. He went through the TSA surveillance apparatus, made his way to his gate. In the meantime, TSA contacted the DEA to let them know, hey, you got a payday waiting for you here. And then DEA swooped in to make the heist.
Yes.
That's
Brian.
exactly what it was. a heist.
Yes.
Because the government's got what it takes to take what you got, baby. Am I right, guys? Am I right?
This is Moore's money in the Ziploc. DEA kept the money, but never mentioned anything about a crime.
Nobody ever charged you with a crime.
I was never charged.
You were never convicted of a crime.
Never convicted of a crime.
But they took your money.
They took my money.
And did not give it back.
Did not give it back.
It happens every day at airports all across the country, including right here in Atlanta.
I got you, Michelle.
To prosecute the person, they just want their money.
Dan Allman is an attorney at the Institute for Justice. He fought in courts for years to get open records data from Homeland Security on seizures. That data shows that here at Atlanta's Hartsfield-Jackson, just one agency, Customs and Border Protection, seized more than $108 million in cash from travelers between 2000 and 2016.
These law enforcement agencies get to keep the money that they seize, and they view these seizures as a source of revenue.
Jerry Johnson says he never heard from law enforcement again after they walked off with his $39,000 in cash.
Wow.
Nobody ever contacted me. Nobody asked me any questions. I never heard nothing from them after they seized my money.
That's typical according to the government's own studies. A 2017 DOJ Inspector General review looked at a sample of 100 DEA seizures and found only 44 of those advanced or were even related to a criminal investigation. The same year, a Treasury Inspector General review found 91% of the money seized in cases it looked at was from a legal source.
People should be free to travel with their own money.
Brian Moore sued to get his money back. It took 2 years, and he won the case, but legal fees ate up most of his money by the time it was finally over.
After about an almost 2-year process, I got back a little under $3,000.
Now, I don't know about you, but this doesn't look like protecting and serving to me. It looks more like plotting and ambushing.
Yes.
This is the injustice system on full display for everyone to see. Even fake stream media is reporting on it, and they still do it. As a matter of fact, they just accelerate their efforts in fleecing the masses of our hard-earned income. And it's not even like they don't already take it out of our hides through taxes, fines, fees, and citations. But that's not enough. They want to take more.
The DEA refused our requests for an interview or even to provide written comment, directing us instead to a page on their website that says DEA, quote, uses forfeiture to attack the financial structure of drug trafficking and money laundering groups worldwide. But Brian Moore is a military veteran and musician. Nobody ever provided any evidence claiming he was trafficking money or drugs.
I thought I would at least find out what I did wrong. And, you know, to this day, I still haven't found out what was suspicious about me or what I did that was suspicious.
This poor guy and his wife had nearly $42,000 stolen from him that he was going to use to buy a truck for his new business. His name is Emil Woods. He works a construction job and drives tractor trailers. He told his wife one day that he wanted to own his own trucking business. So she worked extra overtime to help him get a truck. After finding some potential trucks in Houston, Emil borrowed $13,000 from his niece and $6,500 from his wife. In total, he brought nearly $42,000 on his road trip to Houston. And he almost made it to Houston when he got pulled over for some benign reason. He was supposedly following too close to a box truck. The cop asked him if he had any drugs in the car or cash. Emil, thinking he was talking to a protector and servant of the people, freely told the cop that he doesn't do drugs, but he revealed that he does have cash. The cop seized $41,680 from Emil. Then he gave him a receipt for the money. He took it and he let him go.
So what was the mistake that he made? What mistake did he make? When the cops pull you over, you invoke your Fifth Amendment right to remain silent. That's what you do. That's what you do. James, you can turn the light on if you want to. Grab the lights by the front door. You can invoke your Fifth Amendment right, and you don't have to answer questions if you have cash or not. Why didn't he invoke his Fifth Amendment right, and then all of his money got stolen? I don't know about you, but $40,000 would level me. I would be wiped out. I would be below zero. I would be homeless. I wouldn't know how to recover from that. But listen again to what was said here. Listen carefully.
Protector and servant of the people, freely told the cop that he doesn't do drugs, but he revealed that he does have cash.
He freely revealed that he doesn't do chemicals, but he does have cash on him. Robert, I'm so glad you got everything. I appreciate it if you bought something or if you just requested something for free. I'm not sure, Robert, but thank you, dude. Robert now can have the trifold and he no longer has to talk to cops. Robert Logwood down there now has the trifold. I know he does because he either bought it or I emailed it to him or both. Now, when the cop comes up, you're not going to talk about the cash in your pocket. He won't be able to question you about the cash in your pocket once you've invoked your Fifth Amendment right, because he cannot question you any further after you invoke your Fifth Amendment right. That's what it takes. That's literally what it takes. You guys have got to listen to what I'm telling you. I mean, this is all I do. This is all I study.
The cops seized $41,680 from Emil. Then he gave him a receipt for the money. He took it and he let him go. And get this, Emil wasn't arrested or charged with any crime. So these hardworking people are producing things that benefit others, and then law enforcement agents come along and work hard stealing their hard-earned cash. It's infuriating.
Yeah.
Okay, just to recap again, what was Emil's two mistakes here? Number one, he didn't pull out his camera and start recording.
Yes.
And number two, he was answering the cop's questions.
Yes.
He dropped his guard. He thought the cop was his friend.
Yes.
Now, imagine what would have happened and how things could have been different if Emil had asserted his rights, pulled out his trifold, and told the cop that all his actions would be recorded for the entire world to see. Maybe things would have went down a little bit.
I invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain.
And here's the kicker.
Yes.
The money they initially steal from us through taxes, they invest in third-party companies who help the cops seize even more property in cash.
Yeah.
This article from Fox News says DOJ eyeing Americans like ATMs, spending over not million, but $1 billion to aid civil asset forfeitures. The federal government spends billions to identify and seize assets through forfeiture. Down here, it says the Department of Injustice is shelling out more than $6 billion to private companies to manage its asset forfeiture investigations.
Remember yesterday we watched that loser, Frank Sloop, and then he said, oh, we got this car from a governor's grant. Nope. You just heard it. Where did they get the money yesterday when we watched Frank Sloop to have that sports car for Frankie?
And seize assets through forfeiture. Down here, it says the Department of Injustice is shelling out more than $6 billion to private companies to manage its asset forfeiture investigations. With law enforcement agents like this, who needs ordinary criminals? Hey, all you run-of-the-mill criminals out there, stop stealing. The government hates competition. Guys, we got to get our heads out of our derrieres, unite, and do something about it.
Unite.
If you haven't done so already, subscribe to this channel, share this video, like this video, make this video go viral, because I'm telling you guys, the criminality of the agencies who claim to be protecting and serving us need to be stopped.
Exactly.
Remember, freedom is dangerous. It's uncomfortable. It's a little scary at times. But the only thing more uncomfortable and scary is not having freedom. If you want to support the channel further, grab a hard-hitting conversation starting shirt.
So I just got this in my email from a friend of mine. I'm not sure if you guys know, but the next thing that I'm doing, I have to memorize 80 more cases. I'm teaching constitutional law scholar a breakdown of the Supreme Court that is a tyrannical Supreme Court that's worked against our liberties and against our freedoms in 98% of all cases. It's incredible. They passed Terry versus Ohio in 1968, and then they created a myriad, dozens of cases that are extensions or jurisprudence of Terry versus Ohio. My friend Zane just sent this to me, and so I want to show it. I have not seen this yet, but the title of it alone it says down here, breaking news. Supreme Court adopts new code of conduct amid ethics concerns about Clarence Thomas. Now, what I'd like to see is that we have an elected Supreme Court with term limits for every 10 years. That's what I'd like to see. I mean, put a 1 in the chat if you agree that nobody should be appointed to a government position for the rest of their life. That should not be the way it is, because if you appoint someone to a government position for the rest of their life, power corrupts, but absolute power corrupts absolutely. We should not appoint anybody to a government position for life. If you agree with that, put a 1 in the chat. Craig, that was hilarious. I can't remember what you said earlier, but I laughed about that. Michael Dolan is here, everybody. Good to see you, Mr. Dolan. I mean, so, all right, let's get into this video and see what NBC. So remember, NBC is the lying news network that covers up for the corrupt government we have.
Bottom of the hour now, and we're following breaking news from Washington, D.C. For the first time ever, the Supreme Court is adopting a code of conduct for all justices. The court has faced growing ethics concerns this year, most notably reports that Justices Clarence Thomas and Samuel Alito failed to disclose trips and financial ties to conservative donors. NBC News Supreme Court reporter Lawrence Hurley joins me now. Lawrence, good to see you. What's in this code of conduct?
Yeah, I mean, by the court's own admission, this code is basically just writing down things that judges are kind of supposed to do anyway, and that are already in these kind of canons of conduct that lower court judges follow. So these are very basic things like, avoid the appearance of impropriety. That's something that judges are supposed to do anyway. Another one is to uphold the integrity of the judiciary. And as we look at this more, we're going to find out more about the details. There's lots of commentary in this document about what these different provisions actually mean. But I think the real test is going to be what the reaction is outside the court from people who've been critical of the justices for these alleged ethics lapses. And so we're likely to hear from Capitol Hill, from Democrats who've been talking about passing legislation that would force the justices to adopt a code. And we'll hear from outside ethics experts as well about what they think. So the question of is there actually anything new in here that the justices didn't do before today? That's still to be seen.
Well, and what about, are there any teeth in this, right? What happens if one of the justices breaks the code of conduct? Are there repercussions?
Yeah, I mean, that's been one of the big complaints about the court and about this whole ethics process in general, is that there is no mechanism. The Supreme Court justices all kind of operate as individuals in the court. There's no sort of ethics officer who's in charge of things. So I think at the end of the day, it's still left up to the justices to decide what they're going to do. There's a sort of element of trust there that obviously this whole process today is designed to try and deal with.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.
It's so cheesy, isn't it? The way the network broadcasters talk about social media. Oh, so sorry. I want to show you guys something here. I'm going to copy this link and let me try this one more time and see if this will work. Okay, so if you guys are unfamiliar, in the year 2022, I toured the country twice. I went from California to Maine to Florida, up all the way up to Missouri and up all the way. And then I went as far west as Arizona, Utah, New Mexico. I just got to the bottom of Idaho, but I didn't get into Idaho. I toured the country and I went everywhere I went. No matter where I went, I found corruption. And then a woman called me from a place called Ironton, Ohio. And she told me and sent me videos of the cops stalking her and harassing her. So by the third or fourth video that she sent me, I realized this woman is literally under siege. No matter where she drives or where she goes, she's constantly under attack by these pigs. They've arrested her. They pulled her over 2 times for no blinker within 100 yards of the stop sign. And 2 times they pulled her over for the wrong color of car. So I went up to Ironton, Ohio, and I ended that. I literally ended it. 2 of the cops that were there are now fired or gone, resigned. The former chief of police there has now resigned. I'm suing so many people in Ironton, Ohio. You can't even imagine. There's so many people on the list that I'm suing. I can't even list them all. So the thing is if you mess with me, I'm a constitutional law scholar, I'll sue your ass. And I'm not alone. I have lawyers that help me all around the country. I wish I had a lawyer in every state. One time I got a little hyperbole and said, I got a lawyer in every state, but I don't. I'm still looking for that Michigan lawyer. I'm still looking for a lawyer in Michigan who wants to jump in on the fight. And I'm more than willing to promote you, or you can stay behind the scenes anonymously. But I do have lawyers in different states. My previous lawyer who I was going to help file a federal civil rights lawsuit for, Garrett Vanette in Michigan, that person got sick. They're going through some sickness right now, and so they can't jump into the fight. So I'm still looking for a Michigan attorney to jump in the fight and file this federal civil rights lawsuit for me. We're going to do a lot of the legwork for the attorney because I have a whole team of people, of paralegals and stuff all around the country who help me. So if I can find a lawyer in Michigan, that's what I'm looking for right now, to help me file this federal civil rights lawsuit, because from now on in federal court, I'm going to have a lawyer on the docket. So, all right. So let me go back to what I was saying. When I went to Ironton, Ohio, I mostly ran my camera live. I mostly ran live the whole time I was there, and I would flip the camera back and forth. And there was so many 100 hours plus of content that I shot there as I broke down that the cops were absolute pigs, that pretty soon I started to realize that there were so many people who wanted to see this content, and I needed to break it up into little 10-minute chunks. But when you're balling on a budget and you're super busy, you can't do that. So over the past 3 months, with the help of an editor, he and I have sat down together and we have created an entire series that covers Ironton, Youngstown, Texas. It covers so many places that I went, and places that I went to investigate cops, and wherever I go, cops get fired or they resign. And so far in Ironton, one cop is in prison, his brother resigned, and the chief of police have resigned. So this is the trailer for my new series on American Patriot _proud. You can go and subscribe to that channel, and I'll show you the 60-second trailer.
When the day comes that you made this decision, enough is enough. A lot of people ask me who I am. What makes me think I can change anything? Well, I'm an American. I love this country, and our rights are under siege.
Get on your knees, crawl forward, and if you don't, we'll kill you.
Our way of life under attack by our own government. We live in a total police state.
I want to thank him for coming out to support me and to back me up.
So if you can, and you will, and you're able, then join me. I'm going to need your help. I'm going to need the help of every single American patriot.
So good. So good. This editor is so good. He's so spot on.
When
I'm going to drop the link in the chat here so you guys can have it, and then we're going to go back to more videos.
Enough is enough. A lot of people ask me who I am. What makes me think I can change anything? Well, I'm an American. I love this country, and our rights are under siege.
Get on your knees, crawl forward, and if you don't, we'll kill you.
Our way of life under attack by our own government. We live in a total police state.
I want to thank him for coming out to support me and to back me up.
So if you can, and you will, and you're able, then join me. I'm going to need your help. I'm going to need the help of every single American patriot.
So good. So, I learned something. Yo, Don Andre Investigations. Everybody, that is Don Andre Investigations. This guy here, if you're not subscribed to Don Andre Investigations, you guys are missing the boat. Easily top one, could be the best on all of YouTube. Could be number 2, could be number 3. When we're talking about the top 2 or 3, the top 1, 2 or 3, and your name is mentioned, that's Don Andre Investigations. If you guys have not seen his in-depth analysis and research and investigative journalism that Don Andre Investigations does on his channel, you are missing the boat. This guy's channel, I watch all of his videos. You know what? I should cover one of his videos. You know, Don Andre. So I'll tell you what, tomorrow come and we will cover one of Don Andre's videos. So tomorrow I make the commitment right now. We're going to cover one of Don Andre. Don, email me your video that you want me to cover. And I will cover Don Andre Investigations video tomorrow. This guy is so spot on. He is so good at what he does. You know, when you see what a real professional does and how they do it, it is, you know, I only wish I could emulate how good of an investigative journalist he is, but I don't have the patience, and I'm really dedicated to teaching Constitutional Law Scholar. I'm dedicated to getting Constitutional Law Scholar out to you guys. I got someone here working right now as I'm doing this on Constitutional Law Scholar. So we are not going to stop. We are not going to quit. Entitled phone junkie can't stop touching phone while being pulled over. You should not stop touching your phone while you're being pulled over. Everybody, do me a favor, hit the like button, and then type down in the comment section, if you would please, OTVO, overturn Terry versus Ohio. Get your order in right now. I'm going to show you guys another video right now. Go to Delete Laws right now, deletelaws.com, and order your trifold. Get the $9 one, get the $30 one that comes with this badass broccoli wad rubber band for your visor, or just hit the inquiry form and request one for free so that you have it in your car. I'll give it to you for free. For those of you who can purchase it, thank you so much. I'm so grateful, but you need a trifold in your car. You absolutely should have this 5A cop card. So this is your non-driver 5A cop card. So when you're driving with somebody and you got someone in your passenger seat, you just slip this right here. You have this, you have the non-driver card in the slip right here. I'm not gonna be able to do it while I'm live, but the non-driver card goes right in your slip. So that way, if someone's going to say something stupid, then you know what? You got it? Right on. Is that Rumsky? Where'd you go, Rumsky? So like I said, Rumsky will tell you, if you contact me, I'll give you everything I sell for free, including this poster. If you purchase something, I'm grateful. Thank you so much. If you can buy something, please do. This is what I do for a living. So, but if you can't purchase anything, there's no barrier to entry to be on Team DLZ. There's no barrier to entry. You don't need to spend a frickin' dime. What you need to do is invoke your rights. What you need to do is have the trifold in your car ready to go. And if you got a dumb passenger, if you got someone in your passenger seat who's a moron that's going to mess you up, you put the 5A non-driver cop card right in his hand when you get pulled over. That's how you do it. That's the way you do it. Glad you got everything, Rumsky. Oh, one more announcement, and then I'll go back to the video. I think it was Aunt Dam 1988. You know the email. That's not the exact email, but it's something like that, Aunt Dam 1988. You contacted me. You requested everything I sent for free. I sent it. You put the wrong email address on your inquiry form. So I got a kickback that says you don't get it. So let me check orders. I'm going to fill a bunch of free stuff right now. You guys, get my stuff in your car and get this poster and print it out. Put the poster on your wall. People will love it. Your friends and family will be like, dude, that's so badass. Because it is. Got you, Ricardo. I know, man. It's okay, dude. Times are tough, dude. I got you.
I'm watching you drive all the way up the street with your head buried in the phone. All the way up the street.
No, it was not.
Imagine doing the Jedi mind trick, holding your phone in your hand, looking the officer dead in the eye and putting it away, telling him, no, I was not.
You know what? I'm going to go ahead and pull you over. I have it on my camera. I have everything. And, I mean, and don't tell me you're on directions.
No, I'm not on directions. It's my damn neighborhood. Do you really have nothing else better to do?
Being distracted in traffic is one of the main causes of traffic accidents. So no.
Shut up, dude. I'm not going to subscribe to your channel. I'm not going to like your video. You're a cop-sucking bootlicker, bro. Why don't you shut your mouth?
He doesn't have anything better to do.
No, he does. There's actual people's rights being violated, not someone on their phone. Every person in America is on their phone when they're driving. Put a 1 in the chat if you know that 90% of people who drive down the road are on their phone. Put a 1 in the chat if you know that to be true. So cops are targeting people they want to go after, and that's the fact, Jack.
So your dumb ass doing it dumb, because even standing still at the traffic light with your phone in your hand is, as it should be, illegal.
It's so stupid. Do you hear this bootlicker?
As doing it dumb, because even standing still at a traffic light with your phone in your hand is, as it should be, illegal.
What a jackboot thug pig bootlicker. It should be illegal for you to have your phone in your hand. The number one cause of death in America is not people on their phones, dude. The number one cause of tyranny in America is creating laws where cops can enforce them arbitrarily on any person that they decide they're going to enforce them on.
You're gonna get pulled over. You got to pull over into the BP lot. Pull up next to the behind that. Yes, ma'am.
Nothing else to do in your damn day, do you?
Exactly correct, honey. He's got nothing else to do. But I wouldn't have done that. I would have invoked my Fifth Amendment right.
I don't want to be killed by you, ma'am.
Oh, shut up, dude. Shut your damn mouth. Yeah, people do die from texting and driving and all those things, but it should not be a crime. And this dude just picked out this pretty girl driving who was engulfed in her phone. Look, there's traffic bumper to bumper. You can't push on the brake and push on. This is just stupid.
Pull over into the BP lot.
Christopher, check your email.
Well, don't worry, officer. That's what you can expect from dick flutes, especially.
Dude, shut up. I'm not going to listen to that guy's commentary.
Car 748A at the News Story Group home 3121 Medina. Employee there wants to be seen.
Check your email, Steve. Check your email, David. Check your email, Roger. Check your email. Oh, Daniel.
Stay in your car.
Daniel, your order.
Stay in your.
Hey, Daniel, your order failed. You want to try to put it back through, but Daniel, even though your order failed, I already emailed you the exact same thing you tried to purchase.
Your car.
Any truancy officers on repair.
Casey, check your email.
Truancy officers of 5D Boston. Any truancy officers of 5D Boston. 31 Drive.
Henderson High with Robert.
Now, look at him. He's already got an attitude because she called him a douchebag.
Now take your picture in case you bring me to the ground with police brutality.
I need your
Why isn't her camera out and filming?
registration and insurance. Can you please put your feet in and close the door?
No, you don't have to. F him. You don't have to do that. That's not a lawful order. You're being detained. She's a 110-pound tiny little girl.
Because it's for my safety and your safety.
There it is. What are the three tenets of Terry? Officer safety's number one.
Well, you see my hands at all time. Is this against the law right there? Am I not
I
allowed
need
to have
your license,
is it against the
registration,
law?
and insurance, man.
Holy hell, she's.
Oh, she has to reach over. She has to reach over. I'm not listening to this bootlicker's commentary. We're going to fast forward through it.
You're willing to text with your daughter in the back seat.
What a douchebag. He texts and drives. So does his wife or girlfriend. So does his daughter. So does his cousin. So does his brother. So does his sister. He's just deciding he's going to project his authority.
Dude, I'm not texting.
You were typing and you look, there's a picture there and you're typing under with a green text bubble.
I'm not
Comments on a picture.
Why do you care so much? Find someone whose rights have been violated.
This is a little thing. Just
Okay,
to let you
you know
know,
what?
you may be an
Go
old
ahead,
man.
Jimmy.
You may be an old man and you may be a dick.
So I use this little thing.
Okay, I don't need your insurance. I'll pull it up, ma'am.
Where I hit
You
this,
are going to be issued a
and I talk
citation
in my
today.
phone like this. That's not
I mean, she's rightfully indignant. I don't blame her one bit. Not one bit. But she didn't have herself prepared, dude. She didn't have herself prepared. You know, I give you guys the trifold for free. I give you my 5A cop card for free. I can't do this for you. I can't get your insurance registration and license in one piece of plastic so that it's easily accessible. She had to reach into her glove box. Good thing she's a cute little blonde girl, because if it's an alpha male or a Mexican or a black or a poor white, you might get shot. Cop's already scared. He already told that little tiny blonde girl, okay, turn around, put your feet back in the car for officer safety. So if he's afraid of her for officer safety, how does he feel about a guy with some guns on him? He's terrified. That pig. Chevy! Is that pig terrified or not, Chevy? Chevy, is that pig terrified? Is that jackboot thug pig absolutely terrified? Yes. That jackboot thug pig is terrified of a 110-pound girl that she has her feet outside of her car.
Can anybody advise if there are wagons for that
That's why we don't have a wagon out. There's a wagon.
My child just had an accident.
I've asked you to stay in your seat, ma'am.
Well, I have a child to tend to.
I've asked you to stay in your seat. Can you please close?
Excuse me, is this part of...
No, it's not. He's giving unlawful orders. You don't have to sit in your car. You don't have to do any of those things. You are still free just because you're detained. You're not driving off. You're still in a detainment factor.
the law a part of getting pulled over?
I'll tell you what.
Is it? I'm just asking because you're being pretty forceful about it, and I would like to know.
Yeah, no, you don't.
Shut up, dude. Shut up. You're a moron, dude. He's getting some views, though, being a cop sucker.
Your driver's
Can you
license,
answer
ma'am.
that for me, Officer
What
Connor?
you're being cited for is
Are you not
texting
gonna
while
answer
driving today,
my
ma'am.
question?
I'm going to give you a copy of the law today.
You're not going to
gonna
answer my
understand.
question about the law.
What is your question again?
Is this illegal to have my door open?
It depends on my feeling of the safety, and you.
Depends on his feeling of safety. So take a look at her, y'all. She has a baby she just got out of the car, a toddler at the biggest. Someone under 30 pounds. She picked up the baby. And listen to what he says. After she came out of the car with a baby, she's pulled over. She has something to lose. She's at least middle class. She has a decent car. She has everything to lose.
I'm going to give you a copy of the law today.
You're not going to
gonna
answer my
understand.
question about
Now listen to this. This is Terry versus Ohio.
the law.
What is your question again?
Is this illegal to have my door open?
And what does that depends on? My feelings from Terry versus Ohio.
It depends on my feeling of the safety, and you've been very aggressive for absolutely no
Well,
reason.
come on, bro.
You
You
have
pulled
a
me over.
Shut your mouth.
Shut up, bootlicker.
dependent on you, and
This little contrarian you are.
your small child is dependent on you, and their life is in danger. Their life is in danger.
Oh, shut up, dude. Shut your lying mouth, pig. Shut up, dude. Her baby's life is not in danger because she's texting on her phone. They have sold us a bag of bullshit, and we all ate it. We've allowed the legislators to create laws against us for using our phones. It's preposterous.
because of what you're doing. You're endangering all our lives
Well,
today, and
you're-
that's why
Oh, shut up.
You're
being
making an
cited.
assumption that I was texting when I'm using voice to
Well,
talk.
ma'am, you can go to court on the
Oh, you get to see me again. Yes. you
9
do.
o'clock in the morning.
Ooh, she's guilty, y'all. She's a criminal. She was texting. She's guilty, but she's talking, and that's her problem.
I would love to play this for the judge. This would be absolutely outstanding. This would be entertaining for the judge.
Oh.
You can go on the 19th
Because the judge is on the side of the cops, and he works with the district attorney.
at 9 o'clock in the morning. This address, courtroom 1B, to plead not guilty in front of a judge.
Sure.
Your second option, you can actually pay for it in person downtown.
Butterfingers.
Oh, that's so funny. This is yours.
Us all unsafe on the road.
I'll tell you.
Can't stand this
Making us
guy's
all
thing.
unsafe on the road.
Right, and he's scared of her. He's scared of her. His officer safety has him scared of her.
I'll tell you what. You know what?
Are you going to stop the traffic?
I'm going to
so I
go
can
ahead
get
and
the
give you a
left
copy of the law today. I don't even need you to sign this. I'll go ahead and say
not do- no, no,
unwilling.
No, don't put your pin on my car, you dick. Don't put your ballpoint pin on the paint of my car.
Give you a copy of the law today. I don't even need you to sign this. I'll go ahead and say
No,
unwilling.
don't do that on my car, please. Excuse me, that's my property. Do not do this on my property.
Unwilling. Do you have any questions for me today, ma'am?
Yeah, I got a question. How big of a beta male cuck are you, dick?
Plenty of questions.
There you go.
Are you going to stop the traffic so I can take
Okay,
a
if you
left
don't
out
want
of
it-
here?
Not a chance.
Why?
Do you have any other questions,
ruined
ma'am?
this, and you know
Have a great day,
you know
ma'am.
my daughter just had an accident.
Her daughter just had an accident, pooped her Peter pants, it sounds like. And this jackboot thug pig thinks he did something good today. He is the demon. He is the evil in our country.
Well, at least she's alive today because of me.
Oh, shut up, dude. Holy shit. Holy God bless America. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh.
Well, at least she's alive today because of me. Well, at least she's alive today because of me.
You know, I got a family member who I was really close with my whole life, and we haven't spoken since 2020. When my family member said to me that I needed to respect cops because they're the ones who keep us safe, we've never spoken again, ever. I miss my family member. I love my family member. If you're such a brainwashed shill, if you're such a brainwashed chumpzilla that you believe that the cops keep us safe, I don't really have much more to say to you, to be honest. I still love my family member. I really wish it could be different, but apparently it can't. My family member made that choice. I'm still very tight with most of my family. There's just a few outliers who are bootlicking cop suckers that I no longer have anything to do with, and they have nothing to do with me. They're so ingrained in being a statist bootlicker that we cannot associate any further. And if you're one of those people, you can get the hell out of my life. You know, she made mistake after mistake in this. Why didn't she have a trifold in her car? I mean, don't people realize that the trifold can save your ass? Don't people realize that? Like, if you go to my website right now, deletelaws.com, whether you have money or not, if you can buy it, great. Thanks a lot. If not, go to the inquiry form and say you need it for free. Go to deletelaws.com with a Z, deletelaws.com with a Z, and order one thing off my website, and I'll email you everything else I sell for free, including this poster you see behind me here, the 5A cop card, and my ebook, and a bunch of other periodicals. But do it during my live stream, because you won't have me email you anything again until tomorrow. So go to my website right now, deletelaws.com, and get a trifold and get it in your car. Do not be this woman where you end up talking back and forth with the jackboot thug pig. Deletelaws.com with a Z. Go there now and get your trifold for your friend, for your cousin. Get a 5A cop card. Remember, the 5A cop card is an actual credit card. It's an actual credit card. Shanti said it. Back the blue till it happens to you. Shanti, did you get your email? Shanti purchased something from my website. Thank you so much, Shanti, for buying something. I really appreciate it. And I sent her everything I sell for free. This is the best Christmas present you're going to get anybody who hates cops as much as I do. This is the absolute best Christmas present you'll get anybody who can't stand pigs as much as I do. And by the way, when I send this to you, I don't just send you the non-driver card. You get the driver and the non-driver card. You get both cards. You get two cards. Best Christmas present you can give to anybody. Oh, yeah? Candace said, I don't talk to any of my family anymore either, Chille. It's been almost 2 years now. This is one particular family member, and we were really close growing up, so I'm sad that I now lost this family member, because that affects other family members that are family members of that family member. You know what I mean? You can't really hang out with that family and that person's family members if you and that person don't talk. So it's caused definitely a rift inside of my life in some ways. At the same time, though, most of my family lives in Alaska, so I only see them once a year, if that, at the most. But the communication has definitely dwindled down from that particular family, and it makes me sad. But at the same time, I'm standing on my rights. I'm standing for liberty, freedom, and justice. I'm fighting for our constitutional rights, and I'm not going to stop the fight. So if one of my family members is going to be like, The cops keep us safe. Go pound sand. I don't give a damn what you say. You're absolutely a moron, and I'm not going to listen to that. I'm on my way to a friend's house. It's her birthday. Got an indestructible trifold for her. Dan Hanlon. Right on, you guys. So give me 21 days on those to deliver. If you ordered less than 21 days ago, give me 21 days to deliver on those for you guys.
I'm a douchebag.
No, you are a douchebag. You signed up to be a loser.
Your Honor, I'm a douchebag.
No, you are a douchebag. Of course you're going to say Your Honor because that's your only friend. These cops are losers. They can't do anything else. This is the only job they can do. They're absolute and total losers.
I will look on the...
No, I'm done, dude.
What's that?
She was still texting and driving when you
Yeah, I know.
pulled over.
Yeah, I know.
I was wondering why she got caught.
She's still texting, and I'm the douchebag, and she's got about a 2-year-old in the back seat that she's one. Yeah.
She just mad she got caught.
Yeah. Right. Take care, guys.
There it is. There's your bootlickers, like this pig channel here. Listen to it.
Right.
Oh, thanks a lot, sir, for giving that girl a ticket for texting. Good thing you did that. Good thing you did that. Jackboot thug pig. I'm not going to listen to that. All right. Everybody do me a favor and hit the like button. Hit the like button. There's a thumbs up down there. There's still over 300 people here, so I'm going to keep talking because I have to do what I do. We're only 2 hours and 40 minutes in, so I have at least 20 more minutes, and then I'll get the flock out of here. Let's do one more video. Let's do one more video. That'll give you guys time to reach out to my website, Delete Laws, go to the inquiry form if you can't afford anything. I'll send it to you for free. For any of you guys who want to get, should I do 2 more for free? Should I do 2 more cop cars for free? We already have 5 winners from today. Should I do 2 more? I should do 2 more. I should do 2 more. All right, here it is. Anybody who orders anything from my website, the next 2 people, you better hurry. The next 2 people, and I'll take a screenshot of those people and I'll put it up on the screen like I did for the last 5. The next 2 people who go to my website and order absolutely anything, I don't care what it is, I will send you the driver and the non-driver cop card for free. 2 people only. 2 people only. So hurry right now. Go to deletelaws.com. 2 people only. I'm going to send you guys the free 5A cop card and free 5A non-driver cop card in the mail. I'm going to mail it to your house for free. So please make sure that your address is correct. Please make sure that your address is correct. Pretty please with cherries and sugar on top. If your address is wrong, you're not going to get it. So make sure your address is correct. A lot of people hit me up and they're like, I didn't get my order. And then we check their order form and they put their address down wrong. Can you believe it? Yeah. I would say half of the people who contact me after 21 days and like, hey, I didn't get my trifold. I didn't get my 5A cop card. We check their address. Half of the people put the wrong address. I don't know how that happens, but they do. Hey, Sam, you don't got to wait though. Sam, if you want to purchase something when you get paid, dude, I super appreciate that. But there's no barrier to entry here. I'm not going to hold it back from you because you don't have your cash right now. No. Come back later and buy something, bro. Thanks. But contact me now, Sam. Sam down here, Sam Music. Don't wait to contact me. Don't wait to get my products in your car. Don't wait to get the 5A cop card in your wallet. Now, if I send it to you on email, you got to print it out and laminate it yourself. But that's not that hard to do. You go to FedEx. It takes like 5 minutes from beginning to end. It's done. So the next 2 people, let me tell you the last name in. Ricardo is the last name that I have in. That way you guys know. So when I take a screenshot of it, you'll see Ricardo's name at the bottom. He's not going to win because he got in like 20 minutes ago. But the 2 people after Ricardo are going to be my 5A cop card winners. This is as transparent as I can possibly be. So the next 2 people who order absolutely anything from my website, I'm going to email you everything for free, including this poster, but I'm going to mail you the 5A cop card driver and non-driver. Only 2 people. So hurry, Playboy. Hurry, Playboy. I'd rather get fired up about getting my products in people's cars than getting fired up about these videos because it literally does raise my blood pressure. So I just got to be careful. I just have to be super careful. I appreciate you, Sam. Come back around, but let's get the stuff in your car now. Let's not wait, okay? Sometimes it's not. What's the matter? Sometimes you have to leave the chat to hit the like button and then come back. Hit the like button. What's the matter? All right, let's check this girl out. She looked pretty good looking too, I thought. Looks like she's pretty fit.
Confirm, and just to confirm what was going on when I first arrived.
It was the first time I met him, and I was just kind of, I liked him, and I was attracted to him, so I wanted to like be attracted to him.
Okay.
But
Is that why your pants were off and his pants were off?
Yeah.
Okay.
On April 8th, 2023, a deputy from the Seminole County Sheriff's Office was on patrol when they came across a white Ford Mustang parked in a bar's parking lot. What caught their attention was that the car's engine and headlights were still running. As the deputy approached the vehicle, they observed unusual movements inside, which raised suspicions. Upon closer inspection, the deputy discovered that 2 occupants were inside the car, engaged in sexual activity.
Oh man. You know what? This is really bad. These people are evil.
The deputy, upon closer examination, identified the driver as 21-year-old Samantha, who had a male passenger in the car with her. Both individuals were found to be without pants. After this discovery,
it's a funny edit though, right? It's a funny edit.
The deputy requested their identification and then instructed them both to put on their clothes and exit the vehicle for further investigation.
Appreciate you. Just stand right here for me. Stand with your feet together, hands out your side just like this. I'll look at your eyes really quick.
After the woman and the male passenger stepped out of the vehicle, the deputy began his investigation by checking their eyes for signs of impairment. Before examining the male passenger's eyes, the deputy asked him if he had consumed any alcohol. The male passenger replied, "Yes, we both had a couple of drinks in the bar."
Okay. Robert, here's this back.
So they're in a car having sex. They're not driving the car, but yet the cop is still trying to charge them with DUI. That's how far the tyrannical government has gone. They're clearly engaged in coitus. Their pants are off.
You been drinking at all?
We both had a couple drinks for you.
Let me see your eyes real quick.
Go ahead.
What does it matter if he's the passenger in a car having sex if he's been drinking or not? Why does that matter? It's preposterous.
After checking the man's eyes, the deputy informed him that he was free to leave but couldn't drive the car.
Of course.
The deputy suggested that he should call someone to come and pick him up, considering the situation. However, for Samantha, who was in the driver's seat when they were found,
having sex,
the deputy detained her for further DUI investigation.
That's ridiculous.
Even though she wasn't driving at that moment, the car's engine and lights were on.
That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. You should have to be operating the car. The car should have to be in drive. She was literally, I got to keep my blood pressure down here. Let's find the funny in this, okay? The key was in the ignition, all right. All right. The car was on, right? Are you following me here? Are you following me without being vulgar? Are you guys all following me here? The key was in the ignition. The car was running. The car was running. If you want to be more clear, he was driving. I'm just saying, am I wrong or am I right here? They were running all right, but they weren't operating a motorized vehicle, were they? They were not operating. I mean, can we all agree on that? Put a 1 in the chat if they were not operating a motorized vehicle. I could play with this game all day. At least this made me laugh. This is the first time I've had a good laugh today. They were driving in that car, but they weren't operating a motorized vehicle. My cheeks are starting to hurt from smiling. That is absolutely hilarious. Oh my God. She was definitely getting the point. She had her motor running. He was the spark plug that got the engine going. Anybody else got a one-liner on this? Can anybody else give me a one-liner? Like my face is oh, what are we doing here? Are you no? Oh no. Yeah, I got you. Okay. Sorry about that. I'm so sorry. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. He was operating. And then Desert Dog said, get in the back seat. The passenger was driving. I am keeping it PG. I'm definitely listen, you guys know I mean, once a blue moon do I go too far. I mean, I think the language sometimes is a little too far because I get fired up. But it is pretty funny. It is pretty funny. I mean, and you know what? Good for them. If they're found somebody they like, I'm happy for them. It's not how I want to do it, but that's cool.
Even though she wasn't driving at that moment, the car's engine and lights were on, indicating she might have intended to drive after their personal activities were finished.
You're free to leave. I wouldn't recommend you drive, though, okay? Because if you get in your car, I'm going to arrest you for DUI. Okay, understand? So good. If you want to get on your phone and go ahead and start calling somebody, go right ahead, all right? Ma'am, right now I'm going to conduct a DUI investigation to determine if you're impaired to the point your normal faculties are being affected. Do you understand that? All right. The reason behind that, you're in active physical control of a motor vehicle, all right?
No, he's not.
Driving,
she was getting nailed, dude.
You're in behind the driver's seat. Your vehicle's on. It's running. You're going to drive after you had sex with this young gentleman, okay?
That is a bunch of shit.
Get where it's coming from.
Did you hear what he said? That's not true.
Sitting in the parking lot, you're in behind the driver's seat, your vehicle's on, it's running. You're gonna drive after you had sex with this young gentleman, okay?
No. So, I mean, let's talk about basic physiology here. If you're in a car at night and you're engaged in coitus and you're a man and it's too cold in the car, things don't work so well. So they had the car on with the heater on, most likely, so that things would go up for them. I'm trying to keep this PG here. He just said, after you had sex with him, you were going to drive. How do you know they weren't going to have sex, turn the car off, go back in the bar, get drunk more, and then come back out and have more sex? Maybe they were going to fall asleep in the car having sex. How do we know? But you can't just make it true that she was going to drive the car because she was having sex with a running car. She could not have been operating a car while in the middle of coitus. Am I wrong about that? I'm just wondering. Just incredible. And he just makes the assumption and makes it true.
All right, even though you weren't driving, you're sitting in the parking lot, you're in behind the driver's seat, your vehicle's on, it's running. You're going to drive after you had sex with this young gentleman, okay?
That's a lie.
You understand?
That's a
Get where
lie.
it's coming from? Okay. All right. In order to do that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you to perform as a series of tasks. Those tasks are to determine if you're impaired or not impaired. Okay. You understand that?
A little later, the deputy asked Samantha to put on her shoes.
Don't agree.
To which she replied that she had them in her car. They proceeded to walk toward the bar area where there was sufficient lighting for the deputy to conduct field sobriety exercises without any obstacles. The deputy explained that these exercises would help determine if Samantha was impaired, but emphasized that this didn't mean she was.
But that's a lie. Those particular exercises do not decide if you're too drunk to drive a car or not. They just made things up. They said, we'll make these tests up, and then if you can't do these, then you must be drunk. It's a total lie.
Is under arrest. They were simply going through a series of tests.
I mean, she got dressed up to go out and get laid. She's looking good, girl. You're looking good, girl. Good for you.
Tests to assess her condition.
All right. Like I said, I'm going to ask you to perform a series of tasks. Those tasks to determine if you're impaired or not impaired. Okay. Part of me doing that, I'm going to let you know what your rights are. It doesn't mean that you're under arrest. It does not mean that you will be under arrest. It just means that you're currently detained by law enforcement.
Dude,
and you're not allowed to leave.
Getting laid in the car.
You understand that?
The deputy informed Samantha about her rights, ensuring that she was aware of her legal rights during this process.
I understand. Okay. So right now, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can is against you in court. You have the right to have an attorney present now or anytime during questioning. If you're not afford an attorney, it won't be appointed for you without cost. You have the right to stop answering questions or speak to an attorney at any time. Do you understand those rights?
Before initiating the field sobriety exercises, the deputy began the further investigation by inquiring about Samantha's medical and health conditions. This information would help ensure that the exercises were conducted in a manner appropriate to her physical condition.
Do you have any medical ailments I need to be aware of?
What a load of
Do you have any
shit.
problems with your legs, feet, or back? Okay, do you wear glasses or contacts?
You're just lying.
I wear contacts.
Do you have contacts in right now?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have diabetes?
No.
Do you have epilepsy?
No.
Okay, perfect. Just stand right over here for me and face me.
The deputy initiated the first test, which was the horizontal gaze nystagmus test.
Yeah.
To conduct this test, the officer held a small object about 15 inches from Samantha's nose and moved it slowly from one side to the other. Samantha was instructed to follow the object with her eyes while keeping her head still. This test is designed to detect involuntary eye movements that can be indicative of impairment. The officer looked for various clues, and one of them is lack of smooth pursuit, where a person's eyes lag behind the object being tracked, indicating impairment. It became evident to the officer that Samantha's eyes were not smoothly following the pen. They appeared to be skipping instead, suggesting possible impairment.
But she wasn't driving a car. She was getting laid. She was literally on the bottom. She couldn't have been driving. She was getting driven.
What I'm gonna have you do is you're gonna look at my pen and you're gonna follow it with your eyes and your eyes only, okay? During that entire time, I don't want you to move your head. I just want you to follow with your eyes, okay?
Don't take their test. Watch the DUI guy. Don't talk to him.
You're okay. You're okay.
However, there was a moment when Samantha began crying for a few seconds. It was difficult to determine whether her tears were genuine or if it was an act.
Yeah, because being held up by the cops and being accused of drunk driving while you're engaged in sex is preposterous. She couldn't be going through any emotions right now. She went from having sex to being scrutinized and under the microscope of a pig.
As emotions can vary during such encounters.
You're okay. You're okay.
I got you, Vern.
Good, put your hands back on your side. You're fine. Good, you get back to position. Hands down your side. Hands down your side. There you go. All right. All right, do you see this line here on the ground? Yes. All right, what I want you to do is let's go stand over here on that end of the line.
Do this. And
the deputy proceeded with another test known as the walk and turn test. During this test, Samantha was instructed to take 9 heel-to-toe steps along a straight line. After completing these 9 steps, she was directed to turn on one foot and return in the exact same manner in the opposite direction. The walk and turn test is designed to assess a suspect's ability to listen, follow, and remember instructions while simultaneously performing specific physical movements. The deputy...
Right, because you could never steer a car and push on a gas pedal and a brake pedal. You have to be able to do walk and bend over and fly a kite. It's a bunch of shit.
Explained the entire walk and turn test to Samantha.
Is she doing that in high-heeled boots?
And she proceeded to perform.
Are those boots? I can't see. I'm sorry. It's a little dark.
Test.
Go ahead and begin.
I'm sorry.
She's drunk, dude. We already know she is. Don't play their games. Don't take those tests.
Samantha's performance on the walk and turn test, where she continued walking beyond the instructed 9 heel-to-toe steps and was unable to maintain a straight line, suggests that she struggled to follow and remember instructions.
Continue how as I instructed you. 17, 18 steps. 19, 20, 21, 22. Do you remember how many steps I told you?
You said 9.
Okay.
Additionally, the officer counting the steps in a low pitch indicates that Samantha's behavior during the test was consistent with someone who may have been highly intoxicated. These observations can be important indicators of impairment and were likely taken into account during the field sobriety evaluation.
How many steps I told you?
You said 9.
Okay. How many steps have you taken?
I'm taking 2.
You've only taken 2 steps so far?
What? What the?
Okay, let's go. Hold on.
Recognizing her mistake, the deputy then corrected her and proceeded to have Samantha complete the test as instructed.
Just want you to stand right here for me.
I mean, if you're a man, just real quick, if you're a man in here, if you are a full-grown man, so could you imagine? I mean, look, I don't want to get into people's morals and ethics and values here because we all see the world quite differently. But if you were a guy and you had got this chick and you were out in a car and you were engaged in lovemaking or lust, and some cop came up and arrested the girl, wouldn't you feel like you got swooped? Wouldn't you feel like some guy swooped your game? Some guy who's got nothing better to do swooped your game as he's driving through bar parking lots trying to get the MAD award for the most drunk driving tickets, for the most DUI arrests. Wouldn't you be mad if you were a dude? Wouldn't you feel like some guy had literally swooped your game? That's how I'd feel. I mean, I wouldn't be able to feel any way different. Like I was engaged in something, like say it was, let's make it less, let's make it less instantaneous. Let's make it so that you and your wife are at the bar, you have a couple, and then you're like, you feeling frisky, baby? She's like, I'm feeling frisky. So you take your wife out to the car, you turn the car on so that everything goes up properly, and then you're engaged with your wife, and then the cop comes up and says, you're gonna arrest my wife. Wouldn't you feel like just total dog, like this guy just totally ruined everything you were doing? And for no reason, you were in your car. No one saw you. He's the one driving around investigating people in their cars. I don't think she was going to drive. I think they were getting laid and going back in the bar. That's what I think.
Face me. Just together, just like this. Hands down your side, just like that. All right. I want you to remain
Thanks,
in that position
Copper.
until I tell you to move. Do you understand? Foot's going to be up. Toe pointed forward. Hands to your side. Looking down at your foot. Counting out loud. 1001.
It's ridiculous.
1002.
Don't play their games.
1003.
Don't play their
So
stupid
I will tell you
games.
when to start and when to stop.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead and begin.
Don't play their stupid games.
1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 6,000, 7,000, 9,000.
Samantha's performance on the one-leg stand test, where she failed to maintain her
She went from getting laid to going to jail.
balance as instructed by the deputy, suggested potential impairment. Additionally, when the deputy conducted other tests, such as the finger-to-nose test, alphabet test,
She
Highest
did it.
level of education do you have?
UCF.
Okay. I do.
About to graduate in August.
Okay. So you're about to be a graduate.
She's about to be a college graduate.
Okay. Do you understand the English language?
I do.
Oh my God. This is why you plead the Fifth Amendment. Don't let this pig take you through all this bullshit.
Do you understand the alphabet?
I do.
Okay. What I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you recite your alphabet, okay, starting from the letter D as in dog, ending at the letter Q as in Quebec, okay? I don't want you to say anything prior to D, and I do not want you to say anything after Q. Close your eyes. Touch your head back.
C, E, F, G, H, I, Q, K, L, M, N.
it appears Samantha had difficulty following instructions and performing the tasks correctly. These results from the various tests strongly indicated impairment, which would have been important information for the deputy to consider in their assessment of Samantha's condition. These tests are designed to help officers evaluate a person's level of intoxication and ability to follow instruction. The deputy began by asking Samantha about her alcohol consumption, to which she replied that she had consumed 2 drinks.
How much have you had
Oh man.
to drink today?
I had 2 drinks here.
What 2 drinks?
I had Captain Coke.
Captain and Coke?
Why are you answering any questions, Samantha? Is that the dude hanging around in the background to see if she's going to get arrested? He wanted to take her home, take a cab home together, I guess.
Were they singles, doubles?
Or is that another
Were they
pig?
talls, shorts?
Looks like another pig coming up. This one pig can't handle it. We have to pay 2 people to be there. So stupid. Such a waste of our money.
Okay. So single talls.
They
Captain.
blur out the pigs' faces now so that the tyrants have to be hid because so many people hate them.
Coke, 2 of them. What time did you start drinking?
Around 10:30.
Okay. And what time did you end drinking?
When she was getting laid, bro.
11:30.
11:30. What time do you think it is currently?
Like 1:30.
You think it's about 1:30 right now? Okay.
The deputy then proceeded to ask Samantha a series of questions to gain a better understanding of the situation. One of the questions posed by the deputy was about what had been happening in the car before his arrival. Samantha responded by saying, "This was the first time I met him." This information provided context about the circumstances leading up to their encounter and could be relevant to the investigation.
On a scale from 0 to 10, with 0 being completely sober and 10 being fall down drunk, how would you rate yourself currently?
I would rate myself around 3.
A 3? Why would you say a 3?
I would say 3 because
This is all bullshit.
I feel fine.
Okay. Do you feel impaired at all?
She was feeling better a minute ago. You messed that up for her.
No.
Do you feel buzzed?
No.
No. Okay. And is that your vehicle, the Mustang?
Yes.
And just to confirm, what was going on when I first arrived?
Don't
it was
answer.
the first time I met him, and I was just
Oh,
kind of.
dude, shut up. He can charge you with lewd acts in public. Do not answer any questions.
I liked him, and I was attracted to him, so I wanted to like be attracted to him.
Okay.
But
Is that why your pants were off and his pants were off?
Yeah.
She's walking herself
And
through
after
more
y'all
charges.
finished that, what were you going to do?
Absolutely nothing. I was going to go home.
Let's walk over this way
Then
for me.
she
Do you have any
just admitted
tattoos
she was
that
gonna
I didn't know
drive.
of?
I do.
Where?
I have a couple.
Where?
Dude, don't answer.
Here,
Okay.
on my arm.
Okay.
On my hip.
Okay.
On this hip. One on my leg.
Okay. Where at on your leg?
On my ankle.
Oh, he needs to take a look, doesn't he?
The
Take a
officer
look where they are.
unexpectedly asked Samantha if she had any tattoos. When she confirmed that she did, the officer asked about the location of her tattoos. The relevance of this question to the DUI investigation might not be immediately clear, as it seems unrelated. However, officers often ask a variety of questions to assess an
Oh, what a bootlicker, dude. I won't be subscribing to your channel.
individual's mental clarity,
Oh, shut
attention, and overall
He's
condition
got a
during
pig
the stop.
star. You see that?
Assess an individual's mental clarity, attention.
He's got a pig star. He's got a badge on his phone. You're such a loser, dude. You suck. Let me ask you guys a question. Why do you think they can't get anybody to sign up to be a pig? Because the policies, procedures, and protocols that pigs do is so inhumane and disgusting that we can't get anybody to sign up to be pigs. Because why? The policies, procedures, and protocols, Terry versus Ohio, and all the tyrannical holdings that create policy for cops, officer safety, detainment, reasonable articulable suspicion. These things are the reason why you can fire all the pigs today. If you hire all new pigs with the same policies, procedures, and protocols, will create the exact same police state we live in today. And he's so proud.
An overall
F
condition during the stop. Even if the
Oh,
question
don't lie, dude. You want to see her tattoos. You need to photograph them so we can make sure we document them. That's what he's going to say. Let's see the one on your hip, Samantha.
may seem unrelated to the investigation. Then the officer took his personal phone out of his patrol car and then started clicking pictures of Samantha from his phone. That's a little weird, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a little bit weird. He grabbed his personal phone and started taking pictures of the babe who went out to get laid, and she did.
After a few clicks, Samantha also felt a little weird, so she asked the deputy why you were taking my pictures.
Let's go take a quick picture of you, okay?
Why?
Just look at me with it. There you go. And then your tattoos.
Why?
What's that?
Why?
Because that's what my sergeant requires.
Why?
What? Why?
You're
I have
lying.
no idea. You can ask him that. I have no idea.
Why does he want?
What's that?
Why does
Well,
he
right now you're going to be placed under arrest for DUI. Go ahead, turn around for me. Place your hands behind your back.
He was taking pictures for himself and for the other pigs to jerk off to later. What a piece of shit.
Later, Samantha was placed under arrest for DUI.
They put her in torture cuffs, even though she would do whatever he asked her to do.
During the arrest, Samantha began questioning why she was being arrested, and she started arguing with the officer. In response, the officer explained the reason for her arrest. However, as Samantha continued to resist and refuse, the officers found it necessary to use some force to effect her arrest.
But why did you pull me over? First of all, if you don't turn around, you're going to get charged. But why did you pull me over? I'm just wondering.
She doesn't want to go to the dungeon. Is that too amazing to understand?
Because you're having sex in a parking lot.
Why?
I just told you.
Over.
I just told you. Because you're having sex in a parking lot.
Why are you guys here?
I just told you. Turn around.
Why?
Turn around. You don't have sex in a parking lot, okay?
Boy, they're really making society better, aren't they? I mean, I'm not sure if you guys know this or not, but all across America, people are sleeping in tents on the side of the road having sex. You think the people sleeping in tents are not boffing? They are. All over America, people are having sex. On the side of the road, in cars, at campgrounds, everybody's having sex. That was so creepy, him taking pictures of her. I've been arrested dozens of times. That's never happened to me. I'm also not wearing a crop top with a chest. That was creepy. That was so freaking creepy. You know, okay, just Louisville police hid 738,000 records showing sexual assault abuse by police officers. The explosive story comes after a year-long probe into allegations against police who oversaw the Explorers program. The Louisville Metro Police Department has been in the national spotlight for months following the fatal shooting of Breonna Taylor in her own home. However, a new report from the Louisville Courier alleges that corruption within the department extends to at least 738,000 sexual abuse complaints against officers. So now we know why he was taking pictures of her, don't we? Does he have her address on her driver's license? The explosive story comes after a year-long investigation into sexual abuse allegations against two officers who supervised the department's Explorers program, Scout program for youths who are interested in career in law enforcement. So the kids coming in who are interested in being a pig were getting raped by the pigs. The newspaper filed an open records request and was told by the department and Jefferson County District Attorney that they were unable to comply because the records had been turned over to the FBI, which was investigating the incidents. And the FBI are who? Who's the Okay, let me keep my calm here. Okay. Who's the FBI? The FBI is a group of pigs. The pigs work with the pigs. Pigs protecting pigs. 738,000? However, in an appeal, the newspaper learned the department still had 738,000 records that the city of Louisville allowed them to delete. In a letter, lawyers for the Courier-Journal sent in late October, amending previous factual statements made in error, Assistant County Attorney Roy Denny admitted that 9,700 folders that contained 738,000 documents, a total of 470 gigabytes of data, was located on a secret folder. Those files would have been accessible on Louisville's encrypted backup system for 30 days, Denny said, but since that much time had passed, there was no way they could be recovered. Editor Richard Green noticed that the failure of the LMPD to turn over the documents points to a systemic issue within police agencies to build trust and protect the public. The Explorer case represents a total breakdown of trust between police and teens who had an interest in law enforcement professional. To now dodge the public access to these documents speaks to institutional disregard for the Open Records Act, and the very residence of LMPD is to serve and protect. My frustration with how it's been handled only underscores our commitment to dig even deeper and hold those in power accountable. The program was apparently rampant with sexual abuse claims beginning in October of 2016 until the program was shut down in March. 6 months. They were raping all those kids where there's hundreds of thousands of documents. There's only 180 days in 6 months. How much raping were all the pigs doing? Were the teens getting raped by multiple pigs? Ironically, it was ended March 13th, 2017. Oh, 3 years. 3 years to the date that LMPD officers executed a no-knock warrant on and shot and killed Breonna Taylor. Wow. I am absolutely not shocked at all. Let me announce the last two winners. Remember I said Ricardo was the last one who had an order in, and then I'm going to give the next two people the 5A cop cards just so I can be as transparent as I can possibly be. Let me show you guys who those two winners are. It's going to be James and Randy. And here are your order numbers, James and Randy. Let me share this with you so you guys know that you got the 5A cop card coming. There it is right there. James and Randy. Sorry about that. It's so small, but that's a screenshot. James and Randy. Last numbers are 538 and 539. I just want to be as transparent as I can when I do giveaways because, you know, people really care about it. They want to make sure if I tell them they're going to get something for free, that they're going to get it for free, you know? So, I don't know. Are you shipping 5A cop cards today? Do we have any over there? Okay. So we should be shipping those 5A cop cards today or tomorrow morning. We should be shipping those today or tomorrow morning. And those are for Donna. And then, someone else emailed me and they had won a 5A cop card too. So I'll make sure you guys get your stuff. I will make sure that you guys get your stuff. All right. That's my time today. I think I'm at 3 hours and 15 minutes. How did I do? Did I do okay? Oh, someone else ordered something. Let me send you everything I sell for free. So sorry. Daryl, your order was ordered on October 1st. No, it was November 1st, Daryl. So give me 21 days on that. It's not quite the 21st. Daryl H. So I got your order right here. I'm looking at it. Hopefully everything is correct on your shipping address. But Daryl, just give me 21 days on that. Mark, I just got your order. So before I end this live, I'm going to send you everything I sell for free right this second. And don't wait, guys. Don't wait till payday or, you're going to come back and donate later. I super appreciate that. Thank you if you do. But at the same time, it's more important to me that I see you use the trifold when you get pulled over by the jackboot thug pigs, because they're going to pull you over. You're going to get pulled over. It's almost 100%. Love you too, man. Thank you so much. Angie, I got your email. Thanks a lot. Laura, I'll take a look at your WeTransfer. I don't have a WeTransfer. Oh, I got to check my other email address, Laura. So this says, does no good on your computer. Make sure you print this stuff out. I'm sending this right now to you. It's going to you, McKeever. It's going to you. That's sent right now. You got it. All right, you guys, do me a favor. If I sent you anything for free, make sure you share those with friends and family and show them the channel. If they subscribe to the channel and they like and comment on the channel, I super appreciate that. Thank you. But give them the trifold. Give it to them. Give them the PDF. Print it out, though. Just go down to Kinko's and spend the 10 cents or $1 for the collar copy and print it out. And so, yeah, listen, I've been on 3 hours and 15 minutes. I try to stay under 4 hours. I want to stay over 2 hours, but somewhere between 2 and 4 hours every day. I want to make sure that I do everything I can to get the message out, spread the word. I mean, you guys, and I sent off maybe 200 posters today. You can leave it on your hard drive or print it out. If you print it out, 27 by 24 by 40 by 27, it's dope on your wall. I gave this to so many people today. So many people, over 200 people today got my poster. 90% of those were free, but I don't care. Get it printed out. Get it printed out. All right, I'm going to get the flock out of here. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. Chevy! Kevin Gordon, we don't stop, brother. We do not stop. I'm so glad you got one, some guy. I'm so happy you got it, dude. So happy. So happy. Thank you guys so much for coming. I'm so grateful. I'm just one man doing the best I can. And I did a good job. You guys see my blood pressure is down to 140. 6 days of the fast today. Today's day 6 of no food, no nothing. Day 6, no alcohol, no chemicals, nothing. 6 days straight. 6 days straight. And what I'm talking about when I say no chemicals is the Mary lady who's got the green. That's what I'm talking about. And so none of those either for 6 days at least that I know of. All right, I'm going to get the flock out of here. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. God bless you. God bless the United States. I'll see you guys on the next one. Later, Gators. I'm out.